It's the D-Day, the 24th of August 2024 is what it is, and it's a final of the COSAFA qualifiers CAF Champions League, where one team will have to actually progress to the continental showpiece. But now the final is actually here at Imperial Stadium. The 10 days of fun, the 10 days of excitement and competition will have to come to an end on this particular afternoon to see which team will actually progress to the continental showpiece. Now the battle is between Gaborone United of Botswana taking on University of Western Cape from South Africa. These are two debutants meeting in a final. They have already set a record for themselves, and see how they will actually finalize how they will go about. Today, I'm not alone because I've got the leader for the technical study group, Sweetness Masango. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Wagele.
It's been a great show this far.
A great showpiece indeed. A great showpiece that's showing two teams that are very technically strong and tactically strong. Not that the other teams within the groups, they were not good enough, but today, the stage, on this stage, we look at these two teams and who will progress to CAF.
Looking at the journey of how it has been from where we started from the 15th all the way up until 24, if I was to say three words of how you can actually sum up the COSAFA qualifiers 4th edition, how would you say it?
I would say it has been explosive. I would say it has been surprising. I would say there's been a lot of goals, which is what is impressive more than anything. I know that was a sentence, the last one.
Now it's Gaborone United from Botswana that are the invisibles this far, because the least result they have actually gotten is a draw. They gave us that goalless draw, and then they had to come from behind in that 1-0 encounter against the Young Buffaloes. Looking at how their run has been, how would you actually explain Gaborone United exploits in their debut participation of this tournament?
Gaborone United, they didn't start very easy. Their start wasn't easy because of those two draws, but when they started scoring on the second match, that's when they gained their confidence, because more than anything, as I was saying, their issues are not really technical or tactical issues, but they are more on the mental aspect, which is how they need to manage matches. But also looking at the match that they played last against Ascent, that was the most taxing match for them. And also that last goal, which was a winning goal, and they scored it in the 83rd minute, that was the goal that actually made a difference, I mean, for them to go to the...
Now looking, Sweetness, at how Gaborone United finished in Group B, they topped with 5 points and a goal from those two draws. They needed a win on that particular last group days, and they did it. Looking at their Group B and how they finished, how would you say their competition was in Group B?
You know, they fought hard. They were not convincing, because I think Group B was the most hardest and unpredictable group for them to be in. So considering the fact that they had to fight to get those goals, and they're not a scoring team, but now they score late most of the time, but they managed to get those goals, which got them into the semi-final.
If we will not talk about their defense, we will actually do injustice to them, because they are the invisibles and they have only conceded 3 goals this far. What does that say in terms of the test that they have gotten as far as scoring and defending is concerned?
In terms of defending, they have the Mochawe number 2 there at the back, and Perezi, they are very good communicators, but at times you find that there is lack of concentration span, and also on the shift you'll find that there is lack of communication when they are shifting, which is how the goals are getting. And when Fechizimu penetrated through them and managed to get a goal there, those were the areas in which they need to fix. But more than anything, when it comes to forward, the team, when you can look at number 9 Kitumetsi and look at 11 Yaone, those are the hopefuls of this team, which can bring it home, actually.
Let's now appreciate how they have actually done from the group stages. Now we are looking in the semis. They actually faced Hereinto's Queens in only 87-minute strike. That's what has done the job for Gaborone United to say they have actually gotten into the final. If we were to look at that performance in that semi-final, what does it say in terms of the competitiveness and the mentality that the final will actually call up?
You know, Gaborone United can compete. Gaborone United has the players that are very, very technical and tactical. And also, you know, that game was not an easy one, because with the approach that Herentals brought, which is a direct approach, and also high press and mid press and defensive block, it wasn't easy for them to get goals.
That's Gaborone United there with the 87th minute strike that has taken them to the final of this competition. Let's now appreciate their opponents in this final, University of Western Cape from South Africa. They started actually with a loss against Young Buffaloes, but they actually recovered so well to win their remaining group matches. What do you say about University of Western Cape?
University of the Western Cape, the first match, I think maybe it was stage fright, looking at how they progressed throughout the competition, because after that they never put their wrong foot. They managed to score more goals. Even getting into the semi-final, they didn't look like they were a stressing team at all.
Now looking at how their run has been, they are the least conceding team, only conceding 2 goals in the group stages all the way up until the final. Their defense, is it so tight, or maybe they have been very dominant that they don't have the threat that the other teams are posing on them?
The defense is tight, but because of the fact that they have been scored 2 goals, it means that there are areas in which they need to work on, because first of all, dealing with set pieces and shots from range when it comes to Sipesihle, the goalkeeper, which was the goal that was scored, they were scored by Herentals in their last group stage match.
Let's now look at how they finished in Group A. They actually started with a loss, but they managed to actually scoop first position in that one with 6 points and 3 goals that we're just talking about. What does that say about their competition that they faced in that group run?
You know, 6 points is a good finish because, in fact, they were at the top. But I don't believe it was that easy for them. But the fact that they play as a team and they managed their transition very well, it made them go through just like that, because you can see their organization and everything else that they're doing. There is a link between the lines from the defenders, midfielders to the attackers, and they find goals like that.
Now, talking about their run in group stages is what they needed to get to the knockout stages of this particular tournament. Let's look at how they performed in that high-scoring game that we have had in this tournament, 6 goals to 0 against the Young Buffaloes. What does that say about their performance in that semi-final?
You know, in that semi-final, you could tell that they were cruising. You could see their level of confidence in terms of their mental, in terms of the mental aspect. But more than anything, they were still disciplined because they didn't concede a goal in that semi-final.
A high-scoring semi-final. Is that a motivation to the final for the University of Western Cape?
We can only hope that they didn't finish the goals coming to this final, because 6 goals was really, you know, a lot. Thank you.
Sweetness hopes that the goals for University of Western Cape aren't finished in that semi-final against the Young Buffaloes, but they now have got to do the same in the final. Let's talk about their transition in that semi-final, their coordination from back all the way up until the forward. How has it been?
No, they manage their transitions very well. From attack to defense, you'll find number 18, Jambane, who is a striker. She's the one who's always making sure that when they lose the ball up front, that she presses, and then the other midfielders will follow and support. And then from defense to attack, you'll find your number 17, Kamete. You'll find Mutau, the 19. You'll find the 12 also helping out. So meaning that in their transition from defense to attack, it's even easier because they always have numerical superiority in defense when they are losing the ball.
Let's talk about the agility that the forwards from University of Western Cape are actually bringing in this game. Is it an advantage to a team to have that flexibility up front?
It is an advantage indeed, because now you want variations in your attack. It is an advantage indeed because you want speedy players, mobile players, players who can bring creativity during your attacks, because then if you don't have that element of surprise and you don't realize those moments, it's not easy for you to convert goals.
And not only are they scoring from short ranges, but they have also proven so far to be very good set-piece takers, if what we are saying is anything to go by. Is that something you need in a final?
You know, in a final you need anything, because at the end of the day you just want to be victorious. You know, a goal is a goal at the end of the day. But they do have good free kick takers, you know, in the name of Holweni. They also have Kamete, who has scored from a free kick. So they do have good players who can take those free kicks. if they come.
It's a beautiful day. It's a D-Day. What matters is one team will have to actually win the COSAFA qualifiers for the CAF Champions League. The fans have been here from day one and they wouldn't want to miss the D-Day. We'll actually be back after this to continue with our conversation ahead of our final. Excited to see how the final of the COSAFA qualifiers, the 4th edition, will actually wrap up here at Impira Stadium from Chiwembe in Blantyre. Let's now see how the fans will actually cheer out. So we're actually talking about the run of our finalists in this particular tournament. That's Gaborone United as well as the University of Western Cape. But we will not talk about how they have run if we don't talk about the top goal scorers now.
Yes.
Looking at the goals of how they have actually been coming, we're talking about the highest margin being that of University of Western Cape, 6 goals to 0. But how would you say the run in terms of the goals has actually been?
You know, the run in terms of the goals has been very interesting because now the way the goals that were being scored, it shows a lot of creativity, especially when it comes to the University of the Western Cape, because no goal matches the other. You know, you can tell that they can score from corner kicks, headers. You can tell that they can score from wing play. You can tell that they can score from attacking through the middle. So this is a versatile team indeed.
Now, what are the chances of Bongeka? Because looking at the top scorers, she's actually sitting with 3 goals there. And the other one from Young Buffaloes is already out. Does that give her that chance that she can actually scoop with the golden boot?
Yes, it does give her a chance because she is still playing. unlike the other one from Young Buffalo, she's already at home. So it's her chance. Let's see what she can do today.
Now looking at the list of the top goal scorers, it's actually favoring University of Western Cape because they haven't relied on one person to do the job for them. Is that an urge for University of Western Cape and a worry for Gaborone United that they are playing against a team that is a high-scoring team?
No, for Gaborone United, as we had discussed before, they're not a very leaky team. But at the same time, their organization today will play a pivotal role in ensuring that the goals don't come, towards them. But University of the Western Cape, they are very unpredictable, like you're saying. A lot of players that can play, a lot of players that are good on the ball, on and off the ball, a lot of players who are not scared to take shots at goals. So as a coach or as the players of Gaborone, they will be worried a bit. But I don't think if they are properly organized, it won't be a problem.
Yes, it's a teamwork, but sometimes you need a bit of individual brilliance to actually see you through. We can't talk about Gaborone United this far without talking about their captain there, Jez number 9. She has been very outstanding, very strong on the long-range shots. How would you sum up her performance and what expectations should we have in the final for Detebe?
Yeah, Gitumeti Detebe, a very talented player. She has 2 Player of the Match awards so far. She's a player that, yes, can take shots from goal. She's a player that is a good passer of the ball. She's a player that is good technically and tactically. But now the issues that she's having are the issues of her mental state, because I think she's not doing as much as she can.
Looking at her ability in terms of the offensive as well as the defensive, she has used her physique this far very well. How does she balance up the mentality and now the physique that she has already?
When we teach coaches during courses, we say that each and every player is a defender and also an attacker. Because when you have the ball, you need to protect it as much as you don't have it when you need to regain possession. So she is a complete player in that regard.
Let's talk about Yaounde Modise, who has actually scored on the 87th minute. That's why we're talking that Gaborone United are in the final of the 2024 COSAFA qualifiers. What kind of a forward is she?
She's a hard-working player. She never gives up. And she can play within the line. She makes good runs on and off the ball, defense splitting passes. She has an eye for goals, which is why, like you were speaking about that goal now, which made a difference, which got them here into the stage of the final.
Her agility for a forward that is so flexible and gives that panic to the defense and wins you set pieces in the right moments. Yeah. How should she look forward to that kind of a performance that she has had?
She will be a menace for the defense of UWC because she is unpredictable, and defenders don't like unpredictable players because she runs all over. You can't pin her in one position. She moves around the forward. Sometimes you find her running, making runs to the left, to the right, and also into the middle. So, yeah.
And if we're talking about the University of Western Cape now, we'll have to talk about their dominance. And the dominance works better when you've got those right midfielders. And that's exactly that Notolo has actually brought for University of Western Cape. What kind of an impact has she had for her team?
Notolo, she's a creative player, very mobile, unpredictable as well. She is confident. She is not shy to try anything. So that could also be problematic for the defense of Gaborone United. But more than anything, she also can play defense splitting passes, because those quick movements that she can make into spaces when they are playing those passes, sometimes it's difficult for defenders to shift quickly into those spaces.
And no matter how dominant you actually are in a game, you need that calmness and that control of the rhythm. And University of Western Cape have got that in Bongeka. What kind of an impact has she had?
Bongeka is a player that is a utility player. She can play as a central defender. She can play as a central defensive midfielder. She's a player that can play within the line. She's a player that is complete in that sense, because she's important during transitions, she's important during defensive moments, she's important during attacking moments, because as we can say, we're speaking about her saying that she's one of the top goal scorers, yet she is coming from the back.
Those are the players that have done actually the job for the two sides. But now the coaches have had their say of their debut final in the COSAFA qualifiers. Let's appreciate what the coaches have had to say ahead of the determiner of who will win it for the 2024 edition. Gaborone United all the way to the final. You are the invisibles so far in this tournament. How are you approaching the final?
Thank you for having me. it's a different ball game. It's a final. It's a 50-50. We're coming with a 50-50. They have their 50. We have our 50. So I think the best way we can do is to do whatever we can do to win this final, regardless of what. We'll try by all means to win the final.
As Gaborone United, you've actually utilized on the counter-attacks a couple of games that have actually gotten you the results that we are looking for. Looking at how University of Western Cape plays, how is that working on your end?
It's a ball-playing side. Even us at home, we are a ball-playing side. So we'll deal with the combination play and stop the long pass from Gamede, finding the Kassan outside. I think that they don't play much if you press them high, because they always be looking for that ball from the Gamede to the side and look for that crosses.
Looking at the girls making their debut and reaching all the way up until the final, how have you worked on the pressure that comes with the final?
I think we have to applaud the girls. They really did well. No one can take that from them. But the biggest thing is the trophy, because they reached the final. So they have to fight by all means to get the final. But I think everyone is ready. No pressure, nothing. They're just ready for the final.
All the best into the final.
Thank you.
Coach, playing in a final of qualifiers for CAF Champions Women's League as the University of Western Cape, how are you approaching this one?
Obviously today is a big one. It won't give us an opportunity to make mistakes. But we said to the players, they must just approach the game as any other game. Don't play the occasion, because the minute you play occasion, you are attracting pressure and you'll be nervous, and then you won't play your normal game. So yeah, we just want to play our normal game, and we'll see what happens after 90 minutes.
Looking at your play of stress on the need to control the ball and be dominant in terms of detecting the play and the flow of how you want the game to go, how are you utilizing that as you're facing Gaborone United?
I think we are playing against a team that has the same qualities in terms of them detecting, in terms of play. They are very much comfortable on the ball. But I think if we can control the midfield with our midfield three, with the Bongega, with the Amo, with the Kanyisa, we can then be able to control the whole game. So I hope they have a good game so that they can detect the tempo, control the game. With that, we can be able to create chances.
Among one of your advantages is the pace that you've got in your wingers. How are you relying on them to deliver this afternoon?
I think they've been good. We normally don't play with out-and-out wingers. We normally use half wingers. So in this tournament, we were forced to play with wing attackers. Especially Knox, she has been very good for us. We are starting with Tumsawawa today. We hope she brings what Knox is giving us on the right. But yeah, I think compliment for them for changing how we normally play. Like I'm saying to you, we normally play with half wingers. But because of the pressure and because of how the opposition plays, we are forced to play with the out-and-out wingers, not the half wingers we usually play.
All the best into the final.
Thank you so much.
They are hoping to finish the job that they have actually done this far into the final of this tournament. Now, Sweetness, the battle, everything said. What's your prediction by the end of the fourth edition?
You know, my prediction doesn't really count that far, Mogele. But what I can say is that the team that manages their transitions well and stays focused throughout the 90 minutes and extra time if possible, they are the ones who will take this one.
Those that have had their house in order, those that know their tactics and how to implement it, they'll actually carry the day. That's a Sweetness. Let's throw to the commentary to take us into the final of the 2024 COSAFA qualifiers as far as CAF Champions League is concerned.
It is the final countdown as the curtain comes down on the fourth edition of 2024. The Women's Champions League qualifiers have come down to 2 teams. It has been 10 days, 8 teams, and 37 goals up to this particular point. A beautiful crowd from Limbe, as well as great officials and a fantastic production team, bringing this match to you live from the Mpira Stadium. They have come out in their numbers. The weather not to deter the spirit of the people who have been fantastic throughout. They have acquired allegiance. We're looking at conditions that have changed. They say rains bring you blessings. It is partly cloudy and 19 kilometers per hour with a maximum temperature of about 17. Conditions absolutely welcome for this match today. The final that has been pitted between two great teams, that is UWC from South Africa, led by coach Tirason Kembuli. They are up against their neighbors in Gaborone United. They are led, that's by Khalid Ninyo Nzima. The teams are being led out of the tunnel by the wonderful ball girls who have been selfless in this tournament, sharing the moment and rubbing shoulders with their idols. It is a moment they will cherish for a very, very long time. The officials who have been fantastic throughout this tournament also come out. They come from Lesotho, Namibia, Malawi, as well as Zambia, as the two teams being led by their respective captains before the proceedings get underway. Amkhumela Motau is the captain for UWC. She will lead her team for the final time in this particular tournament. Here's Amu, 27-year-old. Suri is what they call her in these parts of the world. She leads her charges to the customary greetings before the battle begins. We talk about the battle lines that have been drawn at the Mpira Stadium, the artificial surface that has stood the time of 14 games, today being the 15th game. It is high fives all around from a team that had to be very businesslike, consistent in their mission, and firmly focused on the job at hand. And in a place, in a time when everyone thought this is it, they left it late and to remove a favorite in her rental and book a spot. This is the lineup for Gaborone: Peresi Mochao, Bayeletsi Mponga, Ditabe Moloi, Mudise Macha, Busang, Ontlamesi, and Tama. On the bench, Selebaso, Mokhoroti, Sechawe, Magaga, Pitt, as well as Tafa. But let's have a look at the officials on the touchline. They will be joined shortly by the captains from either side who are still in a huddle and just making sure that they get into the spirit. We're talking about the spirit of this tournament has been played at a fantastic spirit, making sure that all the teams leave away with some cultural benefits and some great friendships. It is the captain, Peresi, but the officials of the match, it's Teresia Sikota of Lesotho, Amuku Olivia from Namibia, and Namete from Malawi. Gloria Sambumba is the fourth official from Zambia. Rampant in the decisive match for the job at hand. This is UWC, Spesihle Dlamini, Nokolo Kesana, Figile Magama, Kanyisa Manengela, it's Mangele Gamete, Pilisam Jambane, not forgetting Mosejo Mutau, Mutongo Maponya, Cecilia Holweni, and Kaya Klesi on the bench. Sinekuku Zondi, as well as Carol Domfigile Ndlovu. They join the players on the bench. UWC are ready in the park. They are in their navy blue uniforms and a bit of yellow trimmings. This is the moment that they all have been waiting for. This is the moment that the coaches have prepared their respective teams. It comes down to this. It comes down to this as a place in alongside Mamelodi Sundowns beckons for one of the two sides. Gaborone United, who are in the white and red uniform, attacking the goal from the left to the right of your team, and they are about to get busy. Busy as you like. Alongside me is Tandala, former player. She will give you her insights in terms of her analysis. And as we get underway, Tandala, your views on this match?
A very great match, and well deserved to be the finalist when you're talking about Gaborone, as well as UWC. They have shown us what they are capable of doing. No wonder they are competing to want to get the ticket to the Champions League. Let's wait who has prepared very well today.
Most definitely, two contrasting styles will be on a display. A ball-playing side in UWC and a team that is very patient, that sometimes mixes it with direct football. Very disciplined indeed, and also unpredictable. We're talking about the organization of Gaborone United. They have settled into the rhythm when nobody gave them a chance to get to this particular point. They eliminated fancied side in her rentals. They struggled against Lichinga in their opening game. They also struggled against Young Buffaloes in their second game, but it was a very intriguing match in the crowd favorite, beating Ascent Academy by 3-2. That was a thriller apiece for Gaborone United, the only team that came from behind in this tournament.
The only team that have not yet tested the defeat as for now.
Talking about defeat, UWC coming in this match with 3 changes, and the 3 changes coming more from the defense as Fegile Magama comes in for Zondi. You're looking at Mutao coming in for Koketso, and Isbulelo Holweni coming in for Gorki. 3 changes for UWC, and just 1 change reflected for Gaborone United, and that is Celebatso, relegated to the bench, and her position was taken by Maponga. UWC, with their combinations, with their build-up, have been impressive throughout this tournament. Knox has set the scenes alight, being given some nicknames by the locals, and that is a nickname she'll have to carry along for a very, very long time. Knox, in these parts of the world, is known as Kalulu, which is the rabbit. We're talking about Manangela, who's also one of those midfielders. They call her Vuvu. Vuvu, as she is one of those players that continues to give grief to the midfielders. So UWC will have to be stopped in their tracks by Gaborone United if United wants to proceed.
A very big game, a very big match from both sides. Let's wait what will the free kick bring.
It's a free kick. Amukhalang Mutao is left to navigate this free kick. Bongeka Kamede makes her way into the box. That ball is a bit high, maybe a little too high for the liking of Amukhalang Mutao. She's taking the standard situation so far. Pretty early in the match. One thing that is certain, we're not going to be seeing 6 goals. This is a final. 2 deserving sides, as you rightfully point out, Tandala, and 2 sides that have got great technique, great tactical ability, as well as flexibility. Yes, Knox, Manangela, playing the 1-2. Ball delivered in the box, intercepted. That defense of Gaborone United will have to be solid, will have to be firm.
They have only conceded 3 goals. Gaborone United scored 5, conceding 3. So we can tell that their defense and the goalkeeping is on better side. Let's wait. What will UWC do this afternoon, as they have scored 11 goals in the past 4 games?
The pace of Maponga certainly doing well to keep that ball in play, but it is Antonia that will shepherd that ball in touch, using the counter-attack, using the wings to open up a UWC defense that themselves, Tandala, is very stingy in defense. They've also only conceded 2 goals in this tournament thus far. So you're certainly seeing 2 teams with a very well-balanced defense and a very organized defense. Knox. She goes down and is stopped in her tracks. That is the warning. That is the player who is the instigator, and she will definitely be drawing the most fouls on the park to disrupt the play of UWC.
Every time you want to mark Knox, you should ask yourself, should I go, or else it's going to be a foul.
Antonia Holweni. Pickpocketed, Maponga plays with Ditebe, Doba, she's in the middle of the park, Doba, she's wanting to mix it, this time with Gamete the pitbull, she has Amu, she has Knox, ball goes over the top, into the space, does she keep it in play? She does that, Amu is available, instead looks for an opening to try and whip in that ball, but she runs out of room.
They scored their first goal in the semis through a corner. So Gaborone should be careful on set pieces against UWC.
They don't want to concede in that final third. They don't want to make sure they don't want to bring the pressure on themselves. Ball is in the air. Onkametsi wins it, looking for the goal scorer in the previous match, Yaone Modise, who was responsible for a very late goal to make sure that they booked their spot in the final. Figile Magama, playing it backwards is Figile Magama. They call her Kabaza. Now, a Kabaza is motorcycles here in Blantyre that transport the people around, and they just come out of nowhere. They are all over the show. They look like ants, so they say, no, she's a Kabaza. Mshagas playing the 1-2. Antonia losing out to Maponga. It had to be tidied up. Manengela fighting with Bayaletsi. Another long ball. It had to take the inspiration by their director, Mr. Nicholas Zakem, to get the best out of Gaborone United. He came in, the Juju man brought his stuff, and Gaborone United were on fire. Not forgetting my favorite, that is Papaji, the deputy mayor of Blantyre. That is Mr. Jomo. He is one of those supporters that supports any team that plays good football. He is the owner of Ntopwa Women's Football Club, one of the first owners of a football team out here in Blantyre. That speaks volumes about the man. Certainly having an allegiance and keep changing as the games go on. 1 minute he's with Ascent, next minute he's with the Rentals, and now I can assure you he's with UWC.
10 minutes we'll see him at the VIP side.
And then 10 minutes is in the VIP. There we go. A man who loves football, and he will unite this country through sport. Amu, Figile Magama, Kabaza searching for Mjambane. Mjambane loses out. She's looking for Kalulu. Kalulu on the right-hand side is going to be closed down. She's got to come up with plan B. Figile Magama. Mjambane. Tlamelo Peresi is flat on the back, on the ground. Well, this is the keeper that was injured in the previous match, had to be taken out of the stadium in an ambulance, and she played the semi-finals, but here she is, flat on her back yet again. And one's got to be careful that she doesn't have a reoccurrence of her injuries, because she's down, nobody marking her, and as my man, Mr. Isaac Jomo Osma, Deputy President. UWC trying to settle here in the opening 10 minutes into some sort of rhythm. So far, you're looking at Gaborone United soaking up the pressure. It was expected that they'll soak up the pressure, try and go direct with the diagonal balls in search for the runners up front, like Jessica Maponga, as well as Yaone Modise.
Yes, talking about UWC, they have settled well, looking for an early goal so that they can play their football that have come today. Let's wait and see if they are going to score in the first half, but their position is favoring them, UWC. Gaborone are struggling to penetrate into UWC's half.
She doesn't look too happy. She doesn't look too happy. And one thing that is certain, the university students will pick that up and they will punish her because they will expose her injuries. And that will be a tactical ploy from the coach to say, she's uncomfortable, let's put more balls into the box, let's see her reaction, let's see her agility, and most importantly, let's get that early goal.
No more time wasting. If she's injured, Kefirwe Tafa is outside. She managed to keep a clean sheet after the second 45 against Ascent Academy.
It was a drop ball and quickly taken, distributed to the goalkeeper. She gets some beautiful range, and very importantly for a goalkeeper to have that range, judging the flight of the ball. On Tlametsi playing the ball, it's coming from the edge of the box, and keeper made a save. Doba coming from deep. She got hold of that, but not as much as she would have liked. That's Ketumeti Ditebe. That ball being recycled, losing her footing at a vital moment is Sinikiwe Mhlakaza. Mhlakaza losing out on Tlametsi, continue the run. But look at how cleverly that Modise just protects the ball and lays it back for an oncoming Doba. Ketumeti Ditebe, she's got a goal to her name, and she will look for the second, she will look for the third in today's final. Losing out is Bayaletsi. Amu, it's a high ball. Holweni comes out. Keeper is not in certain as she then receives that ball after a little bit of hesitancy. She didn't look too confident, is Tlamelo Peresi.
It could have been a similar goal that Alefa Chimbeta scored.
Player down again, and it doesn't look good for Tlamelo Peresi, and that is the reason why.
And she should avoid going with both legs and in that scenarios, and to avoid
protection.
another injury. Yes.
Yeah. She's definitely grimacing in pain. This is an opportunity for Coach Tina Sonkembuli to get her charges, to expose the goalkeeper, to knock it about, to focus. Concerns aplenty for the defense, concerns aplenty for the medical team. However, the thumb goes up, and it's just a matter of time, Tadala.
But this also reduces the morale of the match. You are hyped, and then the goalkeeper is just having some injuries, so it reduces the morale of the match, especially for the attacking team, UWC.
Yeah. 0-0 the scoreline in the 2024 final in Malawi. It has been a fantastic time. What do we say? We say Zikon. Thank you, Malawi. Thank you, Limbe. It's a throw-in. Itlama. She made a debut in the national team playing against Kenya, There's a heated argument at the touchline, and the benches are remonstrating with one another. What are the ingredients of a final?
It happens. It happens in a game of football.
Well, all the anxiety spilling over onto the bench. Let's hope the players can still play in good spirit. Gaborone United. Doba, Amukelang, Suri. She had the navigator ready to press enter. She had the navigator ready to search for Tesana. Holweni was also available. That is Amukelang Mutau, 27 years of age and studying out at the University of Western Cape. Kate Tumesi, her long-range balls are definitely a problem. She delivers quality into the box, but not able to read the quality of that supply. As we have a look at a very, very busy like Molloy.
A well-taken free kick. Slightly, it was an offside.
Yeah, there's definitely question marks about the offside, and the officials were very quick to pick that up, and the flag went up. Trying to suffocate the midfield. Here's Maponga. They want to win that midfield. Amukela finds Knox. Losing out is Yaone Modise, and Kabaza. It's not fast enough this time. Gaborone United, Doba. She has her back against the wall is Doba, and she gets the free kick. Players just need to calm down. The fluidity has been broken, and I think started by the goalkeeper. Have a look at the holding there, and also defending from the back. There's nothing wrong with the referee blowing the whistle because it is an unfair challenge. Free kick. Keitumetsi Ditebe. Keeper has got to be alert, playing with a bit of a wind behind her back. As you can see, those jerseys have a little bit of a ripple. Two-man wall. Keitumetsi. Keeper makes the save. Ontlametsi keeps it alive. Close down on the edge of the box. That is a Kama. And ball header away. Keitumetsi, it's a throw-in. Knox coming back to defend. As the keeper, Keitumetsi, there's a keeper making a save and been asked questions very early on. Well, just on our far right-hand side is the Soji Mountain, and the players were having a day off, and some of them wanted to go to the Soji Mountain, and they say that's where you get all the luck, and they go for prayers out on the Soji Mountain. But today, it is about luck. Today, it's about creating your chances. Today, we're getting a new champion in 2024.
History has to be made. And for the first time, this CAF Women Champions League qualifiers being played in Malawi, Limbi Chiwembe.
Ball is in the air. Holweni, good control. Manengela, UWC. Jamban in search for Holweni. Doesn't reach her. Here's Manengela. Does well to stop the play. Wants the ball to be taken in the right spot. Throw in for Gaborone United. Holweni losing out a very strong Maponga. Here is Fikile Magama. Let's take the opportunity to wish her a happy birthday. She celebrated her 22nd birthday yesterday, and what a way. She says, all I want is the trophy for a present. Is she going to get it, Tandara?
It's possible. Only 19 minutes gone, but let's wait and see. It's possible.
Ditebe, ball bounces. It's still in the box. Here's Maponga. Maponga trying to turn, but it is UWC showing good strength at Antonia Maponga. Maponga, she's one of 3 players that has played almost every single match in this tournament. Strong in the challenge. Ball, Pilisam Chamba, and the keeper comes out, makes a mistake. There's still an opportunity to lay it back. Or Knox sells a number. Show me a number. Amukhalang, UWC, UWC! That's close. Amosuri Mutau was asking the questions. That was a moment lost for UWC. Keeper came out. She made a hash of it. She didn't show much of confidence, the keeper, and presence of mind as Mjambane plays the ball. It is that dangerous ball that looked like it was going to cause no harm. Mjambane playing it back for an oncoming Knox. This is where she says, show me your number, and she obliges. She says, Amu, come, let's join the party. Amu does well, places it and misses the woodwork only narrowly, inches. 7 players for UWC have played every single, in actual fact, 7 players of Gaborone United have played every single match, every single minute to this point. I'm sure they must be tired in terms of the regeneration and recovery of the players to get to this point. That's a big number.
3 games in group stages, managing 2 draws and a win, and another mile to climb in the semis. So this one, the pressure increases whenever you've changed the position of the match. So group stages into the semis, and this one is the final.
This being the final, so you definitely have a lot of jaded players in Gaborone United. When we talk of 7 who have played in every minute of every match, that is a big number. For UWC, it's only the goalkeeper who's played every single minute, every single match. That rotation of the players
exactly.
Very important.
That means they have confidence in every department.
Definitely, you're seeing the depth, you're seeing the width, and the way the coach uses the players is of great importance in a tournament that lasts for 10 days. It is 5 games in 10 days. That is a big ask.
We saw the last match, Non-Solo being substituted at 75.
Yeah.
For at least less, we have already done the job. Let's wait for the finals.
Fantastic planning. You got to give credit to the technical bench of UWC. It's a throw-in for Gaborone United. Klama takes the long throw. She will aim for her captain, instead goes into the box. Antonia will tidy up. Gamede, she gets her foot in. Another throw-in for Klama. 26 years of age is Klama. 9 of these players on the park play for the Botswana national team. They have 11 in the squad. So when you're talking about a national team, you could gradually say, but Gaborone United have got the national team in this tournament.
Which means they are more experienced.
Absolutely.
Not playing under pressure. They know
They've been
results.
exposed to the international level of this competition, so it doesn't surprise us why they've navigated the way they did to get to this point. Kamede, Figile Magama, Lona Temba Mhlongo, Knox, brings in Kabadza looking for Suri. It's a throw-in. 25 minutes. Throw-in by Figile Magama. Amukhala, Suri finds her way, but runs into traffic. Here's Mchambane, does well to fight her way out of trouble. That is the defender, Mochawe. Throw in, Magama. It's a throw in for Gaborone United. Figile Magama. Gaborone United, as long as there is no scoreline, there's hope. This is a team that has character. This is a team that has been tested in the tournament, coming from behind to snatch the win away from Ascent Academy. Holweni will keep possession. She'll try and take on a couple of defenders. Holweni, she runs out of room, and that's a throw in for UWC. Throw in for UWC. Antonia Maponya will make her way up. Antonia Maponya will make her way up. Playing with gloves. The temperatures dropped to 17 degrees. We've had 30, 31, 34, 26. That has been the temperature. Ontlametsi gives chase. Keeper is very quick off a line, but that was a close call. In the meantime, Amukhelang stayed on the ground after that challenge. The two players seemed to collide, and there was a bit of exchanging there of some kicking and shoving. I saw the lipstick come out, and then I saw the mirror. Amukhelang challenged in that moment. This is what happened earlier. Look at this challenge. They go into each other. It's Zitebe and Amu. They both go down, but have a look at what happens after that. Watch the legs. They got tangled. They got tangled, and quick off her feet was Kate Tumetsi. Kamede finds Amu, switching play, looking for Knox. Doesn't find anybody, instead goes all the way to goalkeeper Camelo. Kamede and Bayeletsi decide they want to play a bit of tennis. Holweni says, no, let's put the ball down. Let's look for the pockets. Let's look for the spaces. Let's try and get Msawawa into the mix. Let's try and get Kalulu into the mix. Here's Antonia. She creates a space for herself, needs to deliver the cross. Instead, she delivers it to Bayeletsi. Bayeletsi tries to find a captain. Both teams guilty of ball turnover. Bayeletsi for Botswana. It is Knox on the ball. Here's Knox. She needed support. She couldn't do much. There wasn't that much coming.
5 against 1. No option from either side.
She could just carry it. You can't blame her in that case. Here's Ontlametsi. And keeper goes down quickly. Ontlametsi.
One chance missed and you get punished. It was a chance for Nomso, but she didn't have an option. She didn't have that support.
Yep.
So the ball went back to their goal. Lucky enough, Dlamini was aware.
Well, what you want here for UWC is quick supply. You want, quick support. As Mutau Tesana, who was on the ball, Chambane need to make herself available. Holweni as well. The quick chasing to the player with the ball will probably improve, and I'm sure the coach will spot that. Manengela, she has Molloy carrying that ball. Is Molloy, she runs out of room. There was a bit of rain in parts of the Blantyre, and they say the rain brings luck. It was a welcome rain, and I'm sure for the agriculture around here, many people were very happy. They can get their crops going, they can get the plantation, the cabbages, the spinach, and all of that growing. A free kick to UWC, foul on Simnikiwe. Ball just being stopped and taken out of play by Tlama. Chambane. UWC will take the throw and push this forward into the right pockets. Here's Manengela. The workhorse is Manengela. Gets very little praise for her work done. Figile Magama. Kabaza leaves it for Kamete. There's Kamete on the ball. Kamete looking for Manengela. Manengela comes out of trouble. There's Holweni. Holweni, she can take the shot. She plays it for Suri. Suri on the edge of the box. Yeah, is Manengela and takes a strike. Keeper does well to protect that ball. Looked quite pleasing when they are able to knock it about and flash a shot.
And only seeing that her defenders are in their position, she did not move from where she stands, the goalkeeper.
Just on Tlametsi, who is the target man for Gaborone United. Lona Temba Mhlongo. Lona Temba Mhlongo. The space is opening up for Lona. Ball is in the air. Holweni knows nothing about it. Bayeletse says, I do. On Tlametsi. There's Doba Doba. Figile Magama. And uses a goalkeeper. Route 1. Still in the air. The bounce favoring Kabaza. It's Kabaza. Suri plays the 1-2 with Kabaza. Kabaza's going for the space. Kabaza delivers the ball on the edge of the box. Here's Knox. Kalulu. There's Kalulu on the edge of the box. Knox. Holweni, who was expecting the ball in front of her, and it was played just behind her. That not coming together. She's disappointed with herself. She knows that she should have done better. Just reading it a little bit, or maybe delaying that pass a little bit for her, would have resulted in a much better delivery. Holweni. Suri. Here's Manengela. There's a run being made by Knox. She comes with the company of Busang. Knox battling it away. Captain has to come and tidy up and lead by example. They try to get that ball out. It only falls as far as a UWC player. Here's Kamede. But she's pickpocketed, as Ontlametsi shows some footwork as well to say, if what you can do, I can also do it. Here's the goal scorer, Yaone Modise. We have 37 goals scored thus far. a top goal scorer with 3 goals, and it's a defender or a defensive midfielder, not a striker, a defensive player in Bongeka Gamede, coming from deep, utility player, stopped in her tracks. Mhlakazi. There's Kabaza. That's Figile Magama. Knox, playing the 1-2 with Suri. Kabaza. Anywhere will do for Gaborone United. Playing very freely with the centre back just dropping a little bit deeper, so any ball that falls into that area is picked up with calm. Here's Holweni trying to sell a dummy and a drop of the shoulder. Manengela. Control was a bit disappointing. Holweni, if she can just be a little bit more patient. She's a player that has got a good foot. She's a player that has a good reading of the game. All she needs is quick support around her to play the 1-2.
Physical fit, knowing what to do with the ball. They are married with the number 22 of Gaborone. We have seen the first marriage of this game.
We're seeing the first marriage, Sandara. You're right. Nicely spotted. Jessica Maponya.
And of course, Holweni has 2 goals scored from the sport.
2 of those goals,
yes,
penalties.
3 penalties for UWC and 2 for Holweni, and she scored.
Mchambane. She does well to keep her line, is Mchambane. Suri loses out. Here's Kamede. Holweni looking for Suri. Suri's beaten to the ball by Molloy. Sbulele Holweni. This tournament, there was no 3rd and 4th played, which then reduces the number of games to 15 instead of 16. 2023, we had 16 games, 52 goals. That record still stands, nevertheless, pushing it to almost about 3 goals per game, and that belonged to Mamelodi Sundowns. They've already booked their spot at the CAF Champions League. Venue still to be decided. Manengela being pushed off the ball. That will just allow Gaborone United the opportunity to build. It's going to be with the long ball from Kama on the right-hand side. Throw in. Looking for Modise. Modise being pickpocketed. Ball in. Gamede, offside. Clearance from the line. The offside flag was up very quickly the minute they played that 1-2. But you got to see how alert the players are. They're playing, they're not waiting for the whistle, just to be sure.
This is what happened when you're a defender. You need to, yes, create offside, First assistant referee saw it, and it was clear offside. And the last man for the match, UWC, was ready for any attack. It should not be back at the back of the net, whether it's an offside or not. You
Absolutely,
play by the whistle.
You play by the whistle, because sometimes the referee can overrule the linesman. Bayeletsi is in the millies. Holweni plays back to Antonia. Antonia sends that long ball, looking for Mjambane. A free kick for UWC. It's a free kick for UWC. in a dangerous position. This is the range for Bonkeka Gamede. She scored almost 2 similar goals from this position. And UWC know that free kicks in that area, it's either Holweni or Gamede. But Gamede has had good returns from the set pieces. Okay, to Metsi Ditebe. 2-man wall. Ditebe. She has Jessica Maponga alongside her. That wall has to protect the goalkeeper, Amukelang Mutau, who decides that she take the responsibility. Suri. She can get behind the wall, just floated. And the keeper gave an instruction, Muchao responded. 29-year-old Muchawe got ahead to it and gave away the corner.
For the 40 minutes, you could see the discipline of the defense of Gaborone. This is the first corner of the match.
Certainly a very, very disciplined and organized side defensively. They are a side that definitely keeps it tight at the back. Is Gaborone United. Holweni wants that ball in the right spot. Confusion in the box. Amu says, no, Mr. Ref, it's not me. And then Mjambane says, let it slide, partner. We'll go to sleep in a moment. Ball in the air. Antonia gives chase. She'll try to get out of trouble. Still in the air, keeper comes. Almost. Keeper stayed down after making that challenge. 40 minutes, 41 minutes on the clock. Every attempt, almost every attempt that goes to the goalkeeper, she stays down.
Every attempt, and this is the 4th attempt for UWC, and she's down. She tried to parry that ball away. It was a dangerous ball. It could have given UWC a reach.
I'm actually surprised though. UWC should put more men around the goalkeeper because you realize that she's not okay. That ball had a bit of curl. If Holweni was a little bit closer, maybe just waiting for the spillages from the goalkeeper, she can capitalize. But to be fair as well, looks like Mjambane used the elbow in that moment. Looks like she pushed her a little bit. Again, the signal comes out. She is the most fouled. Here is my man, Big Daddy, at the Deputy Mayor, Isaac Jomo Osman. Well, you don't have to ask him who's his favorite player in South Africa. He looks at himself and he says, Mr. Jomo Sono, me and you, same WhatsApp group. Then he looks at the director of Gaborone United and say, Mr. Nicholas Akem, come join me. He looks on, brought the inspiration to his team to get over the line. He's plotting. Could join the change room, which players still down. It will be a miracle if we get the goalkeeper to play a full 90 minutes. It will definitely be one of those moments where she soldiers on for so long, but I don't think she'll play 90 minutes today.
It's always hard and disturbance when you do the substitution that you did not plan.
Well, there's a board there. One of the people that are missing home, either he's missing home or he's adopted UWC. He says South Africa is our home. And proudly so. I think as a goalkeeper, when your area as a goalkeeper is breaking momentum, when the goalkeeper continues to break that momentum, it frustrates the UWC bench. But there's nothing you can do about that. Could be a strategy. It's either they take her out, they cannot continue with the goalkeeper that goes down at every attack that has been made. She's gone down 4 times, equal to the number of attacks that have been made by UWC. 4 minutes to be added. I thought it would be much more than 4 minutes, considering how long the intervals are to look after Tlamelo Peresi. Holweni climbing all over the player who's on the ground. The referee says, no, man, there's a few trees behind us. If you want to go climb trees, go climb trees.
After 90 minutes.
After 90 minutes, you can do what you like. But right now, let's keep it clean. This is it. Leaping highest. And down goes Tlama. Sibulele Holweni. Played for the under-20s, played for the under-17s. Grimacing. Playing with a tuck-in. There's quite a few players playing with a tuck-in. Number 22 plays with the tuck-in. Number 12 plays with the tuck-in. Knox. Losing out to Molloy. On Tlametsi. Keeper comes out and collects comfortably. We are in referee's optional time. Just the way you've looked at the first 45 minutes, yes, they've navigated, but the two sides are still looking for that opening. Where's Knox? Knox asking the questions, using a pace, but that's a little too much. It's a little too much for Knox.
We haven't seen much from that winger where Knox is playing. I think they did their homework very well so that she cannot move with the ball. Maybe she should come as number 9 or number 10 so that the other one should be on the left side as well as this side of Holweni, so that those guys should be up front there as number 9s and diffuses their
the attacks.
Yeah, attacks, yes.
Well, switching flanks is what Tadala says. If Knox can mix it a little bit with Holweni, she's not getting any joy, and her work has really been cut out by Busang, who's making sure that she stops Holweni in her tracks. So switching of flanks could cause confusion. Even sometimes she could just drop into the center for a moment or two and call it a cooling down moment. Knox. Throw in. Knox on the ball. Kalulu. Here's Kabadza. Magama. Lonatemba Mhlongo. To her left is Antonia. Lonatemba Mhlongo. Here's Suri. Amukelang. Fancies a shot. There's no harm with that. Absolutely no harm. Although you'll find that some will say, let's play it short. You've got to mix it as well. Bring in a bit of a surprise element.
They have tried sometimes
decision
passing,
making,
but it doesn't work for them.
Yeah,
that wasn't a long idea. Sometimes when the goalkeeper, as we are, is looking at you like you're gonna pass that ball, should just try to shoot it.
That ball just ricocheting from the outside of the foot. And Pilisam Jambane, you had an opportunity when Holweni had acres of space. Amu could have spotted her, played it to her. It was a better option. Muchawe. referee brings an end to the first 45 minutes. Referee Setoho, she's blown a whistle. Referee Setoho couldn't be a fitting finalist. Is also an entrepreneur born in Machaka in Lesotho. She's also a former player, one might add. UWC in a huddle. As the UWC is referee Netoko, who is a former player herself and a captain of Metalite women in Lesotho. She's been on the FIFA panel for 11 years and has been part of the final in 2012, and here she is hosting the final 2023, given the final, and she's also been part of COSAFA 2022 and 2020. So she's quite an experienced referee, as the players are being led off the park by their captain. We end the first 45 minutes with Gaborone United 0 and University of Western Cape 0. There hasn't been many goals to talk about, but there was some nervous moments in as early as the 5 minutes of the first half. Questions being asked by Ontlametsi, a ball being whipped and rotated to the oncoming captain to get a shot on target. It was Holweni, on the other hand, trying to deceive a goalkeeper in Tlamelo Peresi, doing well to come out and make the save at a second attempt. She stayed down, but again, Ontlametsi on the other end, forcing another save. This time, goalkeeper Dlamini had to make sure she goes down very quickly to her right-hand side. UWC continue to ask the questions, and Mchambane challenged the goalkeeper with that ball, and again, not able to break the deadlock. UWC were forced to take shots from distance. Amukelang Mutau, on that moment, was asked the questions. Let's go down to the touchline and with the interviews with Makere. Have come in their numbers, and during the break they are taking some bets. They are talking about the team from South Africa that is yet to break the deadlock. They are talking about the team from Gaborone, and they saying this is a repeat of last year's final. Two teams, South Africa and Botswana, and again this year it is South Africa and Botswana, and they continue to be starved of the excitement that brings them to the stadium. It is a final. Definitely there's no goals. 6-0, definitely not what we expected. Let's join me after the break as the excitement continues.
That's how it is at recess, goalless between Gaborone United and University of Western Cape. With us here is the CEO for COSAFA, Miss Sue. You must be excited for edition, and this is how it's looking like.
It's been a fabulous tournament from the start to the finish, with some regulars and some newcomers, and two of the newcomers we see here right here in the final today, so a very good outcome.
Looking at the competition from the teams, we're talking about two debutants into the final of this tournament. The development of women's football should be exciting for COSAFA region.
Indeed. Since this tournament started in 2021, I think at a club level, it's really accelerated, the growth certainly of the national teams, and you can see the impact that it's had on the national teams over the last 3 years. So we're really looking to grow this competition beyond its current 8 teams. It means, that we need more of the clubs from the member association to participate next year.
What mechanism are you putting in place to deliberately have the member states sending their women's club teams into this tournament?
Well, of course, the biggest motivator would be prize money. And that is certainly, our plan for next year. We just need to work a little harder and, bringing sponsors on board for this really, really entertaining and fabulous tournament.
It's been a pleasure talking to you at halftime of the final of the 24th edition of the COSAFA qualifiers.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest.
That's Mrs. Sue, CEO for COSAFA, talking to us about how exciting it has been for the 4th edition. Let's now see how the second half will actually wrap up.
The teams are back, and it is Gaborone United that are up against UWC. The wind continues to blow away, and we're looking at a day at the office that has a different outcome. This time, there is going to be a champion. Locked at 0-0 apiece. First change that is on the touchline, and that is a change for UWC. Pilisa Mjambane has given way, and her place being taken by Ntomfikile Ndlovu of UWC. Very early changes made here by the coach of UWC, Tina Sonke Mbuli, before we get underway. It was tied. There were chances that have come from either side, and still nothing to share with anyone who has put a bet on this match. The idea is to grow the teams. The idea is to make sure we have the full complement of the teams from the COSAFA region. We are missing teams from Mauritius. We are missing players from the Comoros, as well as Lesotho this time around, and the Seychelles. So 8 teams that have come to this tournament. In total, 15 teams have graced this occasion to date. Knox dropped a little bit deep, starting on the right foot. Fikile Magama. Kabaza. Suri. Ntomfikile. She came on in the previous match and also scored a goal. Is Ntomfikile Ndlovu. What do you make of the change?
Very good one, tactical, because they have created a little bit of chances, but they were not able to score. Maybe this one will give problems so that they can get a goal.
We're also looking at a stature, definitely taller than Mjambane, and she could pose the problems in that defense that has really been solid. Yes, Ontlametsi in the danger box. Ontlametsi turns and shoots, and getting the first corner of the match is Gaborone United.
The first minute of the second half, we saw UWC playing their first corner in the first 40 minutes, at 40 minutes, and this one is the first corner for Gaborone. Let's wait and see. They got punished against the Green Buffaloes as they lost it to 1-0 from a corner kick.
Corner, and it is the captain that has taken the responsibility to whip in this ball. You've got Busang, who's made way. Just on the edge of the box is Gaeletsi. You've got Yaone, you've got Molloy in the box. on the first corner, and a strong touch from Untlametsi. That will just allow UWC the opportunity to rebuild. UWC. Holweni looking for Ndlovu. Ball in the air. On a bicycle is Holweni. And took too long to release the ball. Holweni was in space, and perhaps a quicker response, a quicker release could have really posed more problems and a threat in Gaborone defense. Gamede is settled in that midfield role. There's nothing wrong with that. Maponga wins that ball, and still no red shirts in the opposition. Wasted ball as Dlamini tidies up. Figile Magam. Suri plays it with Kabaza. Figile Magam. Manengela. There's Dobadova. Knox, almost a hospital pass for Figile Magama, who stayed worse for wear. It was a very tame pass from Knox. A yellow card for Yaone. It's also the first yellow card of this match. Played in a good spirit though. There's no malicious intent or damage, but the second half is going to have everything you want to see in a final.
A win for Gaborone would mean a lot. So too is a win for UWC.
Lona Temba Mhlongo, ball in the box, elusive of every blue shirt. Picked up by Figile Magama. Suri looking for Knox, and very comfortably, not wanting to put any pressure on a defense, as Busang just touches that ball and allows the defense the opportunity to drop a little deep. Here's Figile Magama playing the 1-2. Ball in the box. Holweni gets a touch. Keeper tries to keep it in play. She tries to keep it in play, but doesn't. So it is a corner.
But it's allowed to hold it by the hand. She just given away that corner.
50 minutes on the clock. 0-0 the scoreline. Manengela given the responsibility this time. Vuvu. They call Manengela Vuvu. Whatever that's supposed to mean, but it is Vuvu in Marawi. Header, and as she connected on that ball, Antonia, she lost her footing. It's a very rare opportunity for Antonia Maponya to make her way to the front. It tells a story. The good thing about UWC, they shared the goals amongst the players, and it's very difficult to really isolate. However, Gamede, though, who has been instrumental in that department as a defender, still leaves much to be desired of the attacking players in your Kesanas, your Holwenis, as well as your Mjambane. Well, she's given away Mjambane to Ndlovu. Holweni needlessly gives away possession. Lona Temba Mhlongo gives chase. Captain forced to play it back. Ball in the box away by Mhlagazi as far as Untlametsi, and that's pretty tame for Spesihle. Ichocho Dlamini. Ichocho in these parts of the world is known as a bouncer. So when you look at Dlamini, she says, not in my area, not in my zone. She makes sure she protects that goal mouth with everything that she has. Antonia Maponya. Manengela, Vuvu. Gamede the Putvu. Manengela comes all the way back to Simnigiwe Hlagaza. Kalulu, Knox, Kalulu, Knox, Kalulu, looking for Suri, doesn't find Suri. Yes, Kabaza. Kabaza finds Knox. Knox is trying to turn on the heat, keeps the ball, Knox, but she gives away possession. Here's Vuvu, Manengela. It is Vuvu, and Lona Temba Mhlongo will go to a left-hand side for Antonia. Antonia has Ntom Figil. Here's Holweni. They call her Msawawa. Kamede, the pitbull. Here's Kabaza. Kabaza. Good turn, and down she goes. Frustration, Busang. There's a free kick. Amu. It's four fouls apiece, 4 free kicks apiece. That's how tight it is. Amukelang Mutau to take the kick. As Amu taking the free kick. Suri, as she's known. Muchawe, that ball is in the air. Corner to UWC.
Both teams
This is the third corner.
have failed to utilize the set pieces, as we're talking about free kicks, failing to put it in the box so that their friends could get a goal. So
Yeah, both of them have been wasteful with the free kicks that they have. As we look at this corner, keeper comes out, got an important touch. It's another corner on the other end. Holweni this time, she'll go on to the left-hand side. Manengela was on the right-hand side.
and congratulations to Pelis, a save without sitting down. An improvement.
Tadala. Tadala, you've really spotted something that has been so glaring to us in the first 45 minutes. Every time the keeper made a save, she went down. This time she makes a save and doesn't go down. There's the follow-up. Kamede. Foul. A double foul. Kamede stayed down. This game proving to be a little bit of sparks that are flying here in the second half. I said the second half will definitely have the ingredients. That challenge, that was a yellow card offense. I think she comes in from the side and then Knox goes into it as well. Her boot even came out as Kamede. Okay, to Metsiti Teve. Just a one-man wall. 2 persons in that wall. Amu leaves it for Antonia. Got a curl, packed with power. Didn't get the direction. Amu was the decoy. It's Antonia who got the strike. Trying the variations. Still not being able to pull it off. Typical final. And it will take a moment of brilliance or a lapse in concentration. Could be. We're definitely in for a low score. Maybe a 1-0 or 2-1 if we're lucky.
And
penalty.
It's a wake-up call for Gaborone's defense, because these are more trouble. They give more troubles when attacking. So any mistake into the box, it's a penalty. So
true. So also concerning for Gaborone is the fact that in this final, there's extra time, which is another 30 minutes. They then need to go into a penalty shootout if extra time cannot separate the two sides. Now, again, we'll look at the number of players of Gaborone United who have played every minute of this match. It's 7 in total. UWC only have 1 player that has played the full 360 minutes plus. No. Manengela. Kabaza needs a cross. Gets a corner instead. Another corner for UWC. This is the 5th corner. Fifth corner. Still not able to activate a goal out of the standard situations. 5 corners, 4 set piece. Keeper in the right place. Does well to smother that ball, and up she goes. Encouraging.
Still more time.
Maponya. Mhlakazi. Here's Figile Kabaza Magama. Knox. Magama comes away from Modise. Kabaza, Knox. Suri plays the 1-2. Here's Knox. Does well to stay on her feet. Drops the shoulder. Goes to the middle. This is where she finds Lona Temba Mhlongo. A strike! Are we seeing frustration creeping in? This is not the character of UWC.
They have tried all means, passing football, shooting from far, getting free kicks, as well as corner kicks, but it's not working.
They haven't been lucky. They didn't go to the mountain. They didn't go to Soji Mountain. They didn't go to Soji Mountain. Well, for those who went to the mountain, it's very obvious that something will work, and something does work for them. This match fast reaching the 1 hour mark. The crowd are impatient. They want that goal. On Tlametsi. And that ball just rolls easily. No troubling goalkeeper, no troubling defenders, and it's a goal kick. Started with a little bit of a low moment. UWC are pretty much an attacking side. Taking the first change, Ndlovu has come on for Mjambane. Off the ball incident as Holweni goes down. Bulele Holweni. And this is what happened. Look at Holweni on the ball. She goes in and she lands rather awkwardly. Holweni. She's been asked to run it off. Oh, they want what they came here for, which is goals, and goals aplenty. They are being starved of the excitement that brings them to this venue. Is a yellow card that is being banished, a second yellow card to Molloy. A second yellow card in the outfit of Gaborone United. Free kick. Looks like Antonia Maponya. Oh, Lona Temba Mhlongo wants the players to move forward, want to get behind the defense. Manengela going the wrong way. Lona Temba Mhlongo. Tomfigi plays it with Holweni. Holweni plays it with Kamede. Kamede whips it on the edge of the box. Nicely just headed down by Suri. Magama is Molloy. Modise. Modise runs out of legs as Modise. Almost running into trouble. Kamede Lona Temba Mhlongo. Mhlongo on the ball. Antonia looking for Figile. Dom Figile. Ndlovu just straying in an offside position. That's the one weakness of her game, is not checking her line, but getting into good positions. And she does have the pace. If only she could start using bucket runs, if only she could hold her run, because I think she has the confidence to take defenders on. It's a long ball. Gameda loses out to Bayeletsi. Keeper been asked to just calm the situation. A header, receiving back pass from Mhlongo. Figile gives chase. Muchawe has got a guard against the bounce. Some hustling by Figile as Tiffany Gorki is going to come on for Holweni. Player down, looks like Bayeletsi. The second sub for UWC. This is a surprise change. I actually thought they were going to take out Holweni, who seemed to have a problem with her ankle after that challenge, but instead it's Nondumiso Manengela. Gorki's come on. She'll settle into the midfield role, is Gorki. Bayeletsi also just hydrating. The UWC have made 2 changes. Bayeletsi asking the 4th official if she can make her way back onto the field. Referee says thumbs up. Peresi. Gameda loses out. Keeper comes out very quickly, being shepherded into the keeper's hand by Lonatemba Mhlongo and Mhlagaza. Definitely a final that has, and a mistake being made. There's Knox was breathing down the necks of Muchawe. Had to be very quick to tidy up in that defense. Focus. Sixth corner of the match for UWC. Still no goal. UWC have gone into 2 matches, the match against FC Ongas and the match against Young Buffaloes, already in the lead. There's another corner being rotated, ball in the air. Antonia gets a touch. Two games where they had not scored in the first 45 minutes, but in the second half, that was against Herentals. They also conceded in the second half of their game against Green Buffaloes. Gorki looking for Tom Figile, slightly overcooked as Peresi comes out. Gamede. Figile Magama's open. Ball goes to Simnigiwe. Magama. Good work by Kabaza. And she gives away possession. Bayeletsi. Good to see she's back on the field. Ontlametsi. Ontlametsi also showing some good footwork. Bayeletsi forced backwards. That ball just skidding off the foot of Maponya. Quickly taken by UWC. Suri losing out. Bayeletsi tidying up. Here's Gaborone. Good ball looking for Ontlametsi. Ontlametsi instead finds Lona Temba Mhlongo. UWC. Figile just bundled out of the field. Coach says keep an eye. It's a long ball. The longer the game goes, the more confidence Gaborone United get. Another free kick on Knox. They have to stop a rhythm. They have to stop that creativity. Knox has been asked to get up on her feet. She won the ball as Knox and goes into the wall. I don't think that should have been awarded to Knox. She goes into the wall, doesn't she?
Yeah, and it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
She saw Horweni and she was trying to create a space for herself.
Could also be very intentional because they want the free kicks. They know that those are the Magama areas or Kamede areas. 8 free kicks. Referee just remonstrating or having a word with the players. Lonatemba Mhlongo is asked to take the free kicks. That ball just floated behind the defense and giving chases Kamede, but it's overcooked by Mhlongo. There's a grimace in Lonatemba Mhlongo. Suri, Amu losing out. Ontlametsi asking much of Yaone Modise. She has Figile Magama. Keeper will break the play. Also shows a little bit of skill. There's Kamede. Gorky does well. She wants to go down the line, looking for the space. Figile in space. Muchawe. There's Figile. Needs the players in the box. Knox! Beautiful ball. UWC gets up the first goal. Very well taken. Cushioning it with the right foot. Keeper beaten. Fantastic piece of playing.
A beautiful build-up. We could see the confidence in the goalkeeper passing the ball. 2 to 3 passes. They are into the box. She forced it. The number 9 for UWC. And Noxie was in a good position. That's where she was supposed to be. A beautiful goal from UWC.
Fantastic piece of play. UWC knocking it about. Niga was Tata. That's UWC. And the finishing was sublime.
There was no much to light about Noxie in the second half. But there she is, in a good position. 4 people failed to defend.
This is what Ndlovu was brought for, to bring in the crosses, and also Knox having the ability to peel away from. She comes in unmarked. The defense went to sleep for the first time in this match and was punished. 1 mistake, 1 goal.
1 mistake, 1 goal. They have been knocking, but not that clear. They did not have that clear opportunity to score, but that was a beautiful goal, beautiful build-up from the back up to front. Let's see if Gaborone are going to respond to this.
Knox, this being her 2nd goal in the tournament. It had to take a moment of brilliance. It had to take sublime piece of play. UWC draw first blood. There's a chance. It is Antonia. Figile does well. Figile keeping chase. Keep out of line. Off the woodwork. She's on fire. The bench is on fire. The crowd is loving it. Figile Novu announcing the fact that she can skin defenders. Look at that ball. She does well to get away from Mochawe. The angle allowing, and that ball just finding the side netting. Figile Novu, keeper again called upon. They mixing it.
Beautiful play. When you score a goal, the Molalo is boosted, so no wonder UWC is all over. Maybe they want to be comfortably leading by 2 goals to 1. It's not promised that you're going to be the winners.
They have to look for the insurance goal. This is the 12th goal of the tournament for UWC. The 38th goal in total. Opposite end, headed away, Kamede. What she will do, Kamede, is drop a little to resort to 5 in defense. Gorky. There's a chance for Gaborone. Bayaletsi. Long ball. And that ball just ricocheting off the foot, but comfortably into the hands of the goalkeeper. 1 goal in the lead. Goalkeeper Spesihle Dlamini. Ichocho has been asked, keep an eye on that door. Shut the back door. Yes, no, Korki. Bosang staying close up to Korki. The bench is up. The changes coming to great effect. Korki coming on. Ndlovu, Magama. Throw in, Figile. Pickpockets. There's Figile, Magama, Kamede, Lonatemba Mhlongo, Antonia. It is Antonia Maponya on the left-hand side. Knox is asking for it. Bongeka Kamede for UWC. All this game needed was a goal to come alive. They brightened the day of many. Switching plays. Here's Figile Ndlovu. Pickpocketed. Another long ball looking for Ontlametsi. Ontlametsi using a hand, and referee spotting it.
But it was a clear offside. Before having that handball, it was an offside position.
Offside given. Flag is up and stayed up. Mpatso Mamete, the assistant lines on the far right-hand side. There's Knox on the edge of the box. Knox, Suri losing out. Mhlakazi, Kamede, the pitbull. What does she do? Looking for a run. Knox is available. It is in the air, and Gaborone are being asked questions. Playing in their half. Here's Ontlametsi trying to play the 1-2. Ontlametsi looking for the return ball to her captain. Doba. Oh. Doba given an opportunity. She will punish you. She'll keep trying, and she has a lovely long-range effort.
They punished the Ascent Academy via that area where she scored a beauty from a long shot. But unfortunately, it went wide.
Well, Dlamini will have something to say about that. Knox, Ndlovu, looking for it, calling for it is Kamede. UWC are picking their passes. The coach is saying, let's go forward. But the players are rotating the ball very well. Knox looking for Ndlovu. Ndlovu does well to protect that ball. She's got 2 players around her. Good Blackhill and Suri on the ball. There's Knox continuing a run, benefiting from a poor first touch from Mochawe. Poor first touch from Mochawe was enough for Knox It was enough for Knox. Here's Mochawe. Hands on the hip. He says, not now. No. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do now? Well, let's look at the bench. They are yet to make a change. They definitely are. As Knox going down, she's asking for treatment. She's asking for the stretcher. And referee says, okay. The stretcher says, the medical team says, let's take her out to the closest area along the touchline. UWC are down to 10 men.
Yes, maybe the fatigue is now giving the results to the Gaborone side.
We spoke about the number of players that have played every game in every match. We spoke about the rotation of those players. We spoke about the recovery and also the depth. They still are to make a change in the side. That is Gaborone United. Keeper, she's asked to put a boot in it, makes a mistake. Fortunately enough, the bounce of the ball coming to the rescue. Ontlametsi still keeping her run. And that's a save from the keeper. She makes a mistake, she rectifies the mistake.
That could have been a given away goal for Gaborone United.
It would have been an easy one, and I'm sure she will be disappointed. She's done well. She's put her hand up also for the individual awards. The goalkeeper who's conceded the least number of goals, as we have a look at that in the replay, and a full stretched leg, size 7 boot to get that ball out of the touchline. Ball in the box. Here's a Doba. Header! 1-1. Molloy. She gets her name on the score sheet. Doba. Molloy gets her name on the score sheet. 24 years of age is Molloy. She can't believe it. She saved the best for last. 1-1. Keeper missed that one. Doba whipping that ball in. And a comfortable header for Yaone Molloy. Unmarked with all the space, jumping highest. The defense of UWC bridged the third goal that goalkeeper has conceded. Magama. Knox is available. Here's Holweni. Ball bounces. Keeper showing her skill. She's alive. She's in it.
With only 10 minutes to go, it's coming interesting in every second.
This could be, we're heading for extra time and penalty shootout. Gorky, Suri, Gorky, ball ricocheting off by Aletsi. Suri does well. Mochawe is in a mean mood. They want to finish it in the 90. Here is the director, Nicholas Zakem, arriving on Friday. He's the juju man. Gorky, Suri, Magama, Gamede, Lona Tembo Mhlongo, Gorky, looking for space. She does well as Gorky. But that ball a little too much done on it. Goal kick. Gorky for Tiffany. I mean, a corner for goal kick for Tiffany. Suri. Bosang. Shagas. There's Gamede. There's the goal scorer Molloy. To no man's land. Lona Temba Mhlongo. Knox. Another free kick. Gameda stayed down. Final has it all. 1-1 apiece.
And if you see a goal, it will be a winning goal from either side. Whoever scores is winning from this 8
scores
minutes.
within 90 minutes, Tanhala.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's an extra 30 minutes. And then a penalty shootout. Throw it. Looks like the coach wants to finish it within the 90. She's definitely has an urgency. Yes, Suri. Well, you can't leave the keeper unattended and expect that ball to find the back of the net. They need the runners. They need the pressure onto the goalkeepers, UWC. On the other end, they need the quality. Gamede. Antonio Maponye. Away by Lona Temba Mhlongo. Knox. That goal was scored at a time when UWC were down to 10 men. Knox was receiving treatment on the far side and didn't come back quick enough. Players need to understand that at times when they just go out of the pitch, what it does to the team, because then the position is left vacant. Violetzi is flat on the ground. Nancy. We're looking at 7 corners for UWC and 8. In actual fact, it's 8 corners for UWC. Or 9 corners. Ah, that's quite a number. And for Gaborone, Gaborone United, they are being outnumbered in that department when you look at that statistic. Lona Temba Mhlongo. Antonia forcing the touch off the captain, Keitumetsi Ditebe. Lona Temba Mhlongo. Suri. Amukelang. Here's Holweni. Magama. Will keep it in play. Looking for Ntomfikile. Knox. Trying to come in from deep. Trying to cut in from the wings as Knox. Gameda. Gameda turning into the traffic. Just been clipped on her feet by the goal scorer, Molloy. 5 minutes to go. These are the last 5 minutes. Amukelang Motau. Koketso Mamabolo comes on. They call her KK. Koketso Mamabolo. Ball in the box, on the edge of the box, it's Holweni. Koketso giving chase. Mochawe tidies up. Figile Magama. There's an urgency about it. Yes, Koketso. She needs a cross. She takes the corner. She needs a cross. Settling for a corner. In actual fact, it's gone to a goal kick. Some confusion between the referees. Mochawe. Now the long ball. Looking for Ontlametsi. It's a captain, Doba Doba. Doba Doba and Ontlametsi. Ontlametsi. And she gives up the race. She gives up the race. Let's have a look at the 2 goals that have been scored so far. It was UWC, Figile Magama, Figile Ndlovu, whipping that ball in, keeper misses, and Kasana says, thank you very much. Made it so easy, just tapping that ball in an empty net. The other ball on the other end, it was Doba Doba, who pinpoint accuracy, finding Malloy, and equalized with great finesse. 1-1 the scoreline. 1-1 the scoreline. 3 minutes to the 90. Extra time looms. Lona Temba. Another mistake, Magama. Here's Bayeletsi. And keeper just picks it up as he took a bounce. It's a high ball. I have 2 players around Ndlovu. Here's the captain, Keitumetsi, Doba Doba. She apologizes to her coach, Korki, Tiffany Korki, finds Holweni. Holweni looking for Knox, finds Knox. Knox trying to play the 1-2, it doesn't come off. Antonia Maponya. Maponya finds Knox on the far left-hand side. Knox, she has for company, Klama. Knox. She needs a supporters, Knox. Mhlagaza will tidy up for UWC. Kamede. Roving run by Kamede. There's Korki. A roving run by Korki. And, down she goes. What a clipping is Tiffany. It was a strong challenge, and this is a slight clip on the toes. Figile Magama. She pushes up Gamede. We are on the 90th minute. 1-1 the scoreline. Figile Magama will deliver. Closing seconds to the 90. Sacrifice made. Simnikwiza Sharaza is being sacrificed. Or is it 4 minutes of additional time? Figile, ball in the air. Here's Maponga. Maponga has 2 players to deal with. Kamete, she does well as Kamete. Holweni looking for space and turns in the other direction. Here's Modise. Modise has the pace. Modise has the pace. She has Knox for company. Modise has the pace. The ball is in the box. UWC come away with it. Here's on the other side, and Ndlovu does well. Leaves the ball behind as Ndlovu rides a challenge. Needs to switch the play. And Mochawe will recycle the ball. Antonia keeps it in play or only loses out as she tried to keep that ball in play. A referee, Yaone Modise. This is the incident after running almost the full length of the pitch. She goes down in full stretch, and she needed to take a breather. The referee says, get onto the stretcher and out you go. 4 minutes is the indication.
2 minutes to go.
To the extra time.
To the extra
2 minutes
time.
of extra time, of additional time. We are going into penalties. And I think we got to give credit to the organizers of this tournament for considering the fact that should the game go into extra time, at least it will still be played with some light. Although today it is a dim occasion, a dull occasion, the weather. Change as Namits, it's number 21, Ronald Donnelly. Ronald Donnelly comes on play.
Slowly, take your time. Go.
UWC. Corky. That ball just skidding off the boot. Ronald Donnelly coming on for Sibulele Holweni. Her race is done, her day is done, her championship is done. Corky, Kamete, Donnelly, Tom Figil. Tom Figil stayed down, and so did Bayeletsi. Nancy Bayeletsi. There's a clash of the two players. A yellow card is out, and it's another yellow card, this time to Bayeletsi. The third yellow card for Gaborone. Three yellow cards for Gaborone.
That's what I see.
1-1 the scoreline. A final that has the ingredients that we all have been waiting for. And it is a drop ball. The referee wanting the keeper to Donnelly. Referee blows a whistle, and that's the end of the 90 minutes. Extra time looms, and it will be an extra 30 minutes, 15 minutes each side. This is a final that had the ingredients, not many goals, just 2 goals, 1 goal apiece. And UWC was first to draw first blood with Knox, and the equalizer came from Molloy. Just making sure that UWC don't have it their way. Players are down in a heap, and some struggling with a bit of cramps. Much expected on either side, as Figile Magama also being asked the questions. It was 9 minutes difference between the 2 goals. As we confirm the scoreline, Gaborone United 1, UWC 1. Oh, yeah, the highlights. It was Knox and Magama combining well, and Holweni getting a header that had the goalkeeper in 6s and 7s. The bounce just a little bit tricky for the goalkeeper. Moments later, it is Ndlovu whipping in a delightful ball that connects, finding Knox in a comfortable position with acres of space, and all she had to do was cushion that ball in the back of the net. Bayeletsi, who continued to probe, gave a scare to goalkeeper Spesihle Dlamini, making a save in the second half. Comfortably into the pocket is Spesihle Dlamini, and a header equalizer, and this was a ball that was put in by Yaone Modise, getting onto the score sheet, and Keitumetsi Ditebe was the player who made sure that she got her quality in the box. That's how it ended. 1-1 apiece. As the referees are ready to kick off the second half, as UWC asking the players to keep it simple. Well, our referee is Sitoko of Lesotho, and you also got Aluvia Amuku. She is born in Mbwa in Namibia. Pretty much been an assistant referee since 2018, been part of the COSAFA senior team. When you're looking at these wonderful fans who have come every single day, have come in their numbers, they brought their brothers, they brought their sisters, they brought their friends to this memorable moment in Malawi. Well, we are very grateful for having them in support of the teams. They adopted teams as we moved on, as they fell by the wayside. We're talking about players like Asset Academy. We're talking about teams like Lichinga, Young Buffaloes also having left the competition. Not forgetting FC Ongos, Herentals, and Green Buffaloes. Well, when you talk of somebody who doesn't have a permanent seat, we're talking about the Deputy Mayor, Mr. Isaac Osman. 1 minute he's in the crowd, the next minute he makes his way to the VIPs.
Always busy.
And he's always busy. He's always busy. He said, I'm adopting the team that plays the best football. Since my team is out, and that was Ascent Academy. So UWC are ready. UWC and Gaborone United are taking this game to extra time. The referees and just wanting to decide the toss here in the second half. Gamede and Peresi, who soldiered on to 90 minutes. I'm surprised that she played the full match. The goalkeeper in the second half, she was absolutely stunning. So in the first 45, I think it could have been definitely a tactic, breaking the momentum, frustrating UWC, and because like you said, she hardly went down.
She is the captain. She knows what to do, but sometimes you got punished when you do some delays. A lot of delays, you got punished. If it was a 1-0, then it could have costed her a lot. But let's wait and see what the first 15 minutes will bring on the table for both teams.
$38 goals scored in 39 goals scored in 15 games. We've had two players who've had player of the match in this tournament. That is Celia Miguel. Also Bongega Gameda received a player of the match. I think we also could look at player from Gaborone. That is Gaitumeti Ditebe, UWC. Playing the 1-2 Figiled gives chase. We're certainly going to see some pedestrian play. It has been a big ask. When we talk about the pressure of the two sides, we definitely have to give that to UWC. They've rotated their players, they've used their players very well. Talking about used players, I also have an unused player for UWC, Michelle Lewis. She's a goalkeeper, and that is a position that there she goes down again. The first half of each she goes down. So talking about unused players, Unati Simayile, defender, Tandega Ngobo, also a goalkeeper, and Chelsea Daniels still remain unused for UWC. Have a look at that. Well, that was a 50-50 and nothing wrong with Antonia giving a challenge and going for that ball. She stayed down. She gets a kick in the hand, but then is flat and worried about her head. Concerns.
Maybe it's not from this tackle.
Enough. The first half of the 45 minutes, she went down 4 times. In the second half, she didn't. She broke the momentum of UWC and slowly got back into the game. It's the first half of extra time. This is the first one. Gaborone United themselves have got 4 players they also have not used. Massa, Lisedi, Catherine, and Boitsepo Mbone. The crowd is getting restless. They are becoming very frustrated, and rightfully so. They want the game to continue. The little vuvuzelas are there as well, blowing away the vuvuzelas. She holds the record for the most number of times the medical team have come onto the park. Maponga, Knox, Figile, lost touch of Tesane, throw in quickly taken, Donnelly looking for Ndlovu, player stayed down is Nancy.
It's sorry killing the tempo of the game.
Completely. The breakup is they know that should they allow UWC into some rhythm, it will definitely give them the fluidity that they want. It's working for Gaborone United, and it's part of the game, these kind of tactics, although it's an ugly tactic because you really are depriving the fans, you're depriving good football, and you really want to depend on standard situations. But here's Magama. Gamede giving chases Donnelly. Over the top, Ronald Donnelly gives chase. Gaborone beaten in the air by Figile Magama. Bosang says, follow if you like. Safety first by Gamede. Throw in by Busang. Gorgi. Donnelly. Busang. Anywhere will do as Tlama sends that ball forward. Makes a mistake, and Ndlovu picks it up. Recovers and hacks it away. Gamede is available. Ndlovu does well to shield the play, switching it into the middle. Koketso is available. Knox is looking for Gamede. Instead it is Mhlagazi. Lona Temba Mhlongo looking for Korki. Koketso. Good turn by Murise. Anywhere will do. Keeper will come and collect. Glovu, she has Knox. Knox has Kameda. Plays the quick ball, Koketso. Looks for Figile. Koketso bundled off the ball. Dom Figile, stay down. Goal scorer Molloy. Lona Temba. Molloy battling it out with Lona Temba. Gamede finds a Figile Magama. Magama sends a long ball looking for Gorky. She's always alone on the touchline is Gorky. Has Koketso, KK. Koketso, KK. Here's the Putbu. She can't take a strike. There's Glovu. Antonia intercepts that ball on the edge of the box. Donnelly goes down. Gorky keeps it moving. Gorky still keep it moving. Maponga. The referee picked the foul on Gorky. Free kick is given. Bayeletsi is down. Bayeletsi, stretchers coming on. We are in extra time. Knox. This is what happened. Bayeletsi going down, tripping. Donnelly. And that free kick is given. Some tired legs out there. It's been 10 days of asking of the players. With 10 free kicks and 10 free kicks for UWC. That tells you how much they broke up play, stopped the momentum. They still need to make use of it. Gamede, she's given this time the responsibility to lead her team. Gamede. The coach is way out of his box. There's a red card that's coming to the bench. There's a red card coming to the bench. He's been asked to leave the field. He's been asked to leave the field. Coach of Gaborone. Red card for the assistant coach. Is still on the field. He's been asked to leave the field. A red card for the official on the bench.
Maybe after the reaction after that free kick given away, because it was Gaborone player that was down. Maybe the reaction was just
perhaps a bit of indecency, and a red card given. He'll take a walk. He's not going to take a shower. Showers is for players. He starts walking, and it's a lonely walk. Gamede. Well, they are aware what Gamede can do with these free kicks. Bongega. Wonderful! Keeper does well. Keeper does well. It was on point.
a brilliant free kick and well served.
Free kick specialist is Bongega Gamede. She gets it on target, gets it over the wall. Keeper saw it very late. but spot on with the save. 2 hands in the air, got it over the woodwork, and then she falls down in a heap. Is Camelo Peresi. Corner in the box, bubbling in the box. Glovu is Knox giving the indication. She's bringing it back, Corky. It was packed with the venom, that pass, and safety first. Donnelly trying to turn a defender, Busang. Figile Magama protects the ball very well as Donnelly. As Kamede. Shot! Keeper! Keeper followed it. She followed it right up until the end. Looking for Jessica Maponga. The bounce just taking it away from her. But Antonia does well to keep that ball in play. It's a throw-in for UWC. There's an urgency about this match. UWC don't look comfortable and wanting to go to penalties. On the other hand, it looks like Gaborone United are much more relaxed and are looking forward to the penalties. Gorky. Goes down by Maurice. Kamede. Magama. Throw in by Magama. Muchawe. So close, but yet so far. For any one of the team that loses out. 2 players clashing. And, looks like Molloy. And it also looks like she's the one player that has stayed down. This is the challenge. Gama. Both players clashing. The worst for where is Molloy. A free kick, and it's for UWC. Challenge for UWC. Lona Temba Mhlongo to take the free kick. It's a long ball, looking for Donnelly. Donnelly gives chase. Keeper comes out and collects comfortably. Magama. First half of the extra time, and immediate changeover is the usual expectation. UWC and Gaborone, both debutants, given a good account of themselves. Finals usually have the ingredients. We've got the red card, we got yellow cards, we got goals. But I don't think both teams are playing to their strengths. Seem to have changed the tactics here. Knox. Can she be the heroine in today's encounter? With 11 free kicks or fouls and 10 corners, UWC still haven't used that to great effect. While on the other hand, Gaborone United just had 1 corner with 4 free kicks. Ditabe, she's picking herself, picking a spot, getting ready to smash it through. And doesn't come together. These are the last 15 minutes to get your name on the score sheet. Crowd are on their seats and are wondering. That's how tight the game is. 3 changes made by UWC. No changes made by Gaborone. Gorky releases Donnelly. That's too much to ask of Donnelly. Goal kick, or throw in rather, from Gaborone United. UWC send it right back. Kamada wins it for UWC. Need to put the ball down, does well to stay on her feet. Here's Donnelly, will give chase. Mochawe tidies up, finds Yaone. Ketumetsi cushions that ball, keeper comes out. Ball is in there looking for Ndlovu. A bounce. Just a little bit of a cushion for Ntlama. Being helped up to her feet by her teammates. Domfigile Ndlovu. She came through, created that ball. After hard work, a good cross, finding Knox, getting the first ball, and then defensively, Mhlagaza losing a moment of concentration, and a beautiful piece of play from Ketumetsi Ditabe, finding Molloy. Close from Knox.
Well done, Knox.
Knox was put in a pocket today.
Lily, it's coming here.
On the edge of the box is Donnelly. She was about to let rip. Gorky. Kama. Figile off the woodwork. Koketso. The woodwork has come to the rescue on 2 occasions. Ball boys or ball girls are very quick to deliver the balls. It was a very close call for the goalkeeper. The woodwork certainly coming to the rescue moments earlier. That ball was in the end. Ndlovu looping, keeper would have been beaten. Didn't expect that. And the woodwork coming to the rescue. Throw in on the opposite end. It is Gaborone United. Lona Temba Mhlongo falls for Koketso, KK. It's KK. Korki. And that ball had gone out of play. Penalty shootout looming. Here's Mochawe. Korki. Mochawe quite roving. Ball from range. Asking all the questions. She doesn't do that often. But when you start seeing Mochawe take those runs, it's in desperation. Desperate for a win. Maponga. Kamede. Looking for Modise. Keeper looks after the bounce. Yaone has been silenced. Kasana has been silenced. Glovu looking for Donnelly. Finds Donnelly. Good turn by Donnelly. Knox. Offside flag goes up. Referee wants that ball taken further down. Lona Temba Mhlongo obliges. It's finding Magama. Figile Magama. Ball on the edge of the box, headed away by Nancy Bailetsi. There's Knox. It's dropped a bit deep is Knox. She has Keitumetsi for company. It's pushing her backward is Knox. Is losing out. Here's a good turn by Donnelly. Donnelly needs a person on the edge of the box. Brought that ball back. Koketso wins it back for Knox. All the way to a goalkeeper. Lona Temba is available. Fortunate enough, Magama tidies up. Here's Yaone Modise. Easy for the keeper. Antonia. Knox. Here's Gaborone United. Beautiful build-up. On Kametsu. It's looked good. They playing. They continue to play and have also got the ability of technically gifted players. If you're looking at Keitumetsi, she does well. And a 1-2 with Mabonga.
And keeping the onside position was just brilliant.
Throw in. The referee wants Lama to take that ball.
Play.
Antonia Maponya, throw in. Ndlovu is looking to create some space for herself. Antonia. Kamede. Magama. Kamede. Looking to turn, but she turns into trouble. Keeper spotted off a line. That ball just going narrowly wide. The sun comes out. The sun comes out. This is the weather in Limbe. It was raining in the morning. It was overcast. The sun comes out. Ah, no, I'm confused. Here's on Tlametsi. She has the pit bull around her. Lona Temba Mhlongo. Knox, who's dropped a little deeper. Antonia, first touch heavy. Magama. Throw in.
Go, Blue Boys, let's go.
Magama will take the throw in. Navigating with caution. We have about 5 minutes to the penalty shootout, which will take us back to 2022, when Mamelodi Sundowns were up against Green Buffaloes, and Green Buffaloes winning that one in a penalty shootout by 6-5. Knox. There's nothing wrong with that. Our coach will tell her.
Let's go. It's coming here. Lily. Come this side. Come again. Come this side. Come again.
Gamed. Koketso. Gorky looking to get between the two players. Magama. Full stop. And down goes Modise. Lona Temba Mhlongo. Koketso. She gets the ball back. She loses out, and then here's Knox, who's dropped a little bit deep. Here's Knox looking for Gorky. Possession turned over into the hands of Gamede. Gamede spotting Ndlovu. Ndlovu laying it back for Koketso. Koketso goes into a challenge. She ends up worse off Antonia's header. Playing it with Lona Temba Mhlongo. Antonia, Knox keeping it in play. Wins it back is Knox. Ndlovu. Here's Antonia. Here's Ontlametsi. And that is a very tired shot. 3 minutes before the referee blows a whistle. His players limping on the field. As players cramping on the field. Gorky, Ndlovu, Donnelly, with the 3 changes made by the coach. Coach Tina Sonkembuli, assistant to Desiree Ellis. It's a long ball. Bioletsi has been present in that midfield. Free kick. Yaone Modise. One of the silent, smiling assassins who plays with a smile on her face. A lot of flexibility from Mochawe. Wasted ball. But one can forgive them, shooting from distance and being very hopeful. Koketso. We have 6 players behind the ball. Knox. Gamed. Looking for Gorky. Donnelly. Finding Ndlovu. Needs a cross. And that just explains how tired the ladies are. It's failure to deliver the crosses that were done and initially delivered with ease.
A brilliant counter-attack, though, from the UWC.
Knox. It will be the show of the goalkeepers as we prepare for a few vital seconds in this match. Knox, Koketso. She runs into trouble, is Koketso. The referee brings an end to this match in extra time, still inseparable. And the lottery starts.
So this means Gaborone have not lost any match in 90+ minutes. So let's wait and see. From the day one, two draws in the group and a win, as well as winning the semi-finals.
They are the only team who has not lost a single match in regulation time. It's time for the lottery. It is time for the penalties, and the referees and the coaches and the captains are preparing for that. And I think when you look at the two sides, Tandala, in the penalty shootout, when it gets to this point, coaches cannot fault their players. It can go any which way. That's how tight it has been.
As well as talking about Gaborone United not having the substitute, it means they trust those people that have played 120 minutes. Maybe experience would matter this way.
No changes made by the coach. So a big ask for his players. Right up to extra time, they do have an opportunity to bring in a player now. But UWC are talking about the penalty shootout as the keepers get into a huddle. That's UWC. Spesihle Ichocho Ndlo Dlamini has been asked to make sure that she keeps a clean sheet. In actual fact, not a clean sheet, to keep her team in it. Tlamelo Peresi, on the other hand, is flat on the ground. And she too is been asked by her teammates to try and pull it off. So we confirm the scoreline from the Pira Stadium. It's Gaborone United 1, University of Western Cape 1. Penalties to follow thereafter. The assistant to Tina Sonkembuli says, just 5 kicks. Just 5 is all I'm asking for. The goalkeeper will do the rest. Coach sitting on the cooler box, talking to his players and saying, let's go all out. Let's give it our best. Let's do our best. It's time for the lottery. It's time for the lottery. It's a penalty shootout, and the players are on the halfway line. And The coach having done the business. It's up to the players. They face the goalkeepers. Pretty much looks like your regulars that will take the penalties. I can assure you Gaborone will be on the list. Moloi, Modise, Ontlametsi. Those are my 4 for Gaborone. From UWC, Knox will take 1. Bongega, I think, will take 1. Figile Magama will take 1. I think Lona Temba is another one. I'm not sure about the other one. Winning the toss is Kameden saying a goalkeeper will be in the post first. So it means that the strike, the first taker of the ball, will be Gaborone. It looks like Mochawe for Gaborone will take the first kick. She will face Dlamini. So it is the 2 keepers getting the last minute advice. Don't move before the kicker. Make sure you're behind the line. And first to face Spesihle Dlamini is Mochawe. Mochawe against Dlamini. Mochawe against Dlamini. First penalty. Mochawe. She's got a good foot on her, is Mochawe. She's a good kicker of the ball. Keeper has no chance. That's how you take a penalty. The message is clear. Even if the keeper touched it, if you have a look at it, a run, takes a time, takes a pause, keeper no chance.
Left-footed.
It's difficult to save it from a left footer. Antonia, given the responsibility to take this penalty for UWC. Antonia Maponya. Maponya is up against Amelo Perezi. Maponya places it.
Same direction as that of Machawe.
1-1 in the penalty shootout. A run-up was quite impressive. A connection just as good. A quality. And the keeper goes the one way. And Maponya goes the other. Modise, jersey number 11. Jersey number 11. She's up against Dlamini. Doesn't look like a player that will have a long run up. Oh, she takes it. Quite decent. Modise up against Dlamini. Modise placing it well. At the rate we're going, very well taken penalties. We could have 11-11.
Brilliant. The goalkeeper just saw the net shaking. Brilliant.
Going accordingly. UWC have the chance as we look at a very composed Modise. It is the captain, Gamede. She's taking the second penalty for UWC. Gamede. She's up against Peresi. Placing that ball. Gamede, a run up. Tamelo Peresi is down. Gamede, same place as Maponya. Very nicely taken. It is Keitumetse, Doba. Keitumetse is getting ready to take the penalty. She's the only player to have 3 players of the match, right? In this tournament. Keitumetse. Doba. Oh, nice penalty. With calm. So far,
Dlamini tried. Went
she
to that,
followed the ball, is Dlamini, yes.
the right direction, but the ball was just too.
It was a bit high for the goalkeeper Dlamini on that occasion. It is Knox. It is Knox. They call her Kalulu in these parts of the world. So far, fixes the uniform up. Jersey tacky. Knox. Keeper has to face Knox. One more time. Knox. Keeper does well. In full stretch. Going on either side.
And the message is just direct. I can't miss this one. Beautiful from Knox. And as well, the keeper tried the right direction, but the ball was just up a little bit. 3-3. Here comes Malloy with the 4th penalty for Gaborone. Malloy! And she scores. The keeper went in the wrong direction. 4-3 in favor of Gaborone United Raiders. 1 remaining.
Tiffany Gorky, who had a good day at the office. She's given the responsibility to take the 4th penalty kick. She is up against Tamelo Peresi. Quite a long run up. Gorky. Same place. Fantastic penalty. The relief that happens when you've taken the penalty. And a kiss on the cheek for the keeper to ask her to at least make this save.
I've done my part.
I've done my part, but
gotta ask now.
It's on Tlametsi that's been asked. By her standards, she didn't really have a good tournament, is on Tlametsi. She's usually pretty much a goal poacher, but her experience will definitely carry her through. She has it all to do on Tlametsi against Dlamini. Keeper on Tlametsi. On Tlametsi. Keeper goes the right way. That's close. Very close. It looks like we're going to go to sudden death. Or maybe they're going to play until tomorrow morning. This is one of those matches when you can't really separate the two. We're playing until tomorrow morning. We still probably won't get a winner. Ndlovu. Ndlovu to take the final kick. Ndlovu is up against Peresi. Ndlovu is up against Peresi. Can Peresi pull the rabbit out of the bag? Ndlovu, Peresi, Ndlovu, Peresi. It's Ndlovu, sudden death. 90 minutes could not separate them. Extra time could not separate them. Penalty shootout.
5 each.
5 each. No winner. No takers. Sudden death. Sudden death. First up is Busang. Busang of Gaborone United. She's up against Dlamini. Busang. These are very nicely taken penalties. You can't complain. You know, the good thing is that I got the privilege to watch them taking penalties in the previous match. They were really firing on all cylinders. They prepared for the eventuality of every opportunity. Goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Dlamini. Dlamini takes the penalty.
Brilliant. Very confident. So simple from the goalkeeper. No much to do with the ball.
That was pretty close though. Goalkeeper takes a chance. 6-6. And it is Bayeletsi. It is Bayeletsi. Bayeletsi is up against Dlamini. Full stretch. Bayeletsi placing that ball, taking it. It is Figile Magama. Figile Magama. I would have expected Figile as one of the first 5 penalty takers. They call her Kabaza. Figile Magama. On these shores is Figile Kabaza Magama. Figile Magama. She's up against Tlamelo Peresi. Keepers are struggling to make the save. It is sudden death. It is 7 apiece. We're even running out of space of where to write the penalty takers. 7-7. It's Maponga of Gaborone United. When the director can hardly sit down, Maponga is up against Dlamini. She looks the part. Maponga up against the keeper. Maponga! A piece. Lona Temba Msongo of UWC. She's up against Peresi. Should have finished this match in 90 minutes. Lona Temba Mhlonga. Lona Temba is up against the keeper. This is almost becoming embarrassing now.
For the keepers, right?
For the keepers.
A weak shot and it's in.
Yeah.
Without any judgment.
No, absolutely. I think, I mean, even those balls, she falls after the ball is in the back of the net. I think very poorly anticipated by the goalkeeper. Macha. Matcha. In actual fact, it's not matcha, but it's Tama. Tama. Costly! Costly! The save pulled off. It is Presite Dlamini. Tama disappointed.
Waited for the 8th penalty to get a save. Brilliant. Put the team into the game.
Keeper watched it until the end. Jubilation for UWC. Jubilation as Mhlakazi takes the advantage to UWC. Mhlakazi against Amelo Peresi. Goal! Penalty taken! UWC are champions of the 2024. They take the final. They take the final. 9 penalties to 8. Congratulations, UWC.
Congratulations, UWC, and well deserved. They have showcased all the skills that they deserve to be into the. They deserve to be qualified for the Women's Champions League, joining Mamelodi Sundowns. This is only showing that they are the champions, winning it from the Group A with 6 points. Coming to this match, it was not an easy match. Playing against a team that has not yet been defeated. It was a great match. So too Gaborone, they tried, coming back from a 1-0, from a 1-0, and then managing to equal it.
Disappointments for Gaborone. They are inconsolable. They have given their best as Gaborone United. UWC celebrate. The crowd are in awe. They congratulate both sets of players. And for Tlama, she'll take this with her for a very, very long time. The player of the match is number 9, Ditebe Keitumetsi. And these are the sad moments, unbelievable stuff. Coach looking on and expecting that this could be a replay. It's unfortunate that a penalty shootout of 9-8 is what it is that separates the two sides. So tight it was in the match, and the two sides can go home and be proud. They join Mamelodi Sundowns as the two South African teams that advance to the 2024 Women's Champions League. We confirm the penalty shootout. It's Gaborone United 8, University of Western Cape 9. Couldn't be separated. They couldn't be separated. They're all getting into a huddle. There's dancing, there's chanting, there's tears of joy, moments of joy. They adopted UWC. They're celebrating with UWC. The South African flag is at full mast. Mpira Stadium comes alive and appreciates the football that was on offer. They cannot believe it. They need to pinch themselves for this glorious moment. Congratulations, UWC. It has been a tough one. Gaborone United lose to a penalty shootout, but the only team that got this far without losing a match in 90 minutes. They go and give thanks to the fans on the far corner who have come each and every day. We say Ziko Makwambiri for a fantastic showing, for a fantastic turnout. And the celebrations. Mpira Stadium is alive.
And it was obvious for Malawians to support UWC, knowing that Gaborone United beat Ascent Academy 3-2. So yeah, it was like, come on, yeah. They putted us out not to reach the semis. So enjoy UWC.
They lost 1-0 to Green Buffaloes. They won 3-0 to FC Ongos. They went on to win 2-1 to Rentals. They won 6-0 to Young Buffaloes. That's UWC. You look at Gaborone. They played to a 0-0 draw to Lichinga. They then played to a 1-1 draw against Young Buffaloes. They went on 3-2 against Ascent Academy and won by 1-0. And that was against her Rentals. Carry them on the back. Let's go down to Mwakele with the interviews.
Congratulations, player of the match. Not the result that you wanted, but what are you taking home from this tournament?
There's nothing much I can say. We learn a lot. We'll go back and try next time.
Your highlight of the run, 3 man of the matches, you must be going excited.
For me, it's an achievement. I came here and I learned a lot, so there's nothing much I can say from now on.
All the best.
Thank you.
That's a woman of the match there from Gaborone United. So emotional. They have lost in a final in their debut tournament. Now we've got a coach for Gaborone United. Tough luck, coach. And what are you taking home from this performance?
Thank you. It was a very intense game. The girls really fought, but it was not enough because we were near. We could have wrapped it, but when you see yourself going to penalties, it's a lottery, so anyone can win it. But the girls worked hard. They really worked hard. If you see the whole 90 minutes and the extra time, no subs. So they really worked hard. Playing 5 games in 10 days, it really took a lot from them. But I'm very, very happy with the girls' performance. We'll regroup from this.
Playing in regulation time without losing, because he had to come from behind to force the match into extra time and then post-match penalties. What is the highlight of you as Gaborone United that you're taking home from this tournament?
It was our first tournament. I think first tournament and going through to the final and losing it on penalties. It's a good start. We'll work it. We'll work on it from here so that next time when you come here, we'll try to win it by all costs.
Tough luck and all the best.
Thank you, man.
That's coach for Gaborone United. They're saying they have taken a lot of lessons from their debut that have get a cruise to the final of this tournament. With us now is the winning coach from University of Western Cape. From their debut season all the way up until the golden prize of this tournament and a place to the CAF Champions League. Congratulations, coach. Your assessment of the tournament?
Again, when I talk about my team, I always say I'm blessed to have such a group of players that are so committed, that know exactly what they want, beside what I want as a coach. And again, in this tournament, they showed character. We lost the first game and went all the way today to fight up until the end. And even the penalty kicks, you could see that no one wanted to take the penalties now. But yeah, I think it's credit to them for bouncing back from the first match and winning it now in penalties.
Bouncing from that loss in your first encounter and making a debut with that championship win, what are you taking home as University of Western Cape?
It's the character. It's the character. And even at home, sometimes we lose games where I feel like we could have easily take a draw or take a win. But after this tournament, my players showed me the other side of them that I didn't know. Yes, I know they are fighters. Yes, I know they can play. But I think in this tournament, we were a little bit pushed in terms of our physicality. We see now we have small, short players on the Leoti, or Nokolo. But again, mentally, more than anything, we were tested mentally, of which sometimes it's lacking in football. And sometimes it's an aspect that we don't take care of. But more than anything, I'm happy with their mentality. I think they deserve this. This is a group of super talented players. And if I don't say this now, I might not have a chance to say this. This goes to show the talent of players that we have in South Africa. I said it on first press conference that any team from South Africa that can come here, they can come here and compete. And I'm happy now we are going to Champions League and we are going to 2 teams. And I think COSAFA should be happy.
Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.
That is the moment of a coach who is absolutely emotional, and rightfully so. She is brought the team to the finals and winning in such circumstances, having to go through the 90 minutes, further going into extra time, and then a penalty shootout. 5 apiece, and then stretched to sudden death. Sudden death it was. And 9-8 is how it ended. And a guard of honor to a team most deserving that really asked of UWC a lot of questions. They played to a 0-0 draw against Lichinga. They played to a 1-1 draw against Young Buffaloes. They came from behind to snatch victory against Asset Academy. It was a semi-final, clinical 1-0 win that got them to the stage to make a date with the University of Western Cape. They are deserving, and it could have went either way. When you go to lotteries, it is nothing but just a lottery, your guess being as good as mine. But lethal as they were throughout this tournament, navigating as they did throughout this tournament, it had to give us a winner. Two teams making their debut in this competition and putting up such a gallant effort, such a gallant fight, deserves all the accolades. Mpira Stadium has stood up. Mpira Stadium made sure that they never felt alone. Mpira Stadium made sure that they will never work alone. Teams fell by the wayside. ASEC Academy, Young Buffaloes, Herentals, FC Ongos had to say goodbye. The early departures. Green Buffaloes, who were tipped in this tournament to take it over the line, were not able to do so. So UWC are waiting to receive as the delegates are being led onto the red carpet. The delegates being led onto the red carpet by Ms. Polozza. There's Ms. Brenda Kunda. The officials who are responsible for the running of this tournament. What a brilliant performance it has been. The first time the tournament is outside South Africa. And what a way to get it to end. As the officials as Gaborone United, but it is the officials that are on the receiving end, the officials who were in the final. Referee Ntebo Heleng, Teresa Sitoko of Lesotho. She was supported by Ndenga Tetwa Amuku Olivia, also from Namibia. And the assistant referee, Mpatso Mamete, also receiving her medal. The fourth official, Gloria Keke Sambumba from Zambia, getting her medal. Well done at the office.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fair Play Awards.
There's also individual awards. The top goal scorer, player of the tournament, goalkeeper of the tournament. But University of Western Cape, Amogelang getting the fair play of the tournament. That is Amogelang Mutau, smiling away. She's been brilliant in leading the team when she had to. A fair play award. And they celebrate. Tina Sonke Mbuli. We're waiting for the individual award. The Golden Glove, which is the goalkeeper of the tournament, going to UWC, Spesihle Dlamini. They call her Ichocho here in Malawi, and that is for the bouncer. A Golden Glove goes to Spesihle Dlamini. Celebrating and getting the Golden Glove. Individual awards are motivational for the players. There's still a Golden Boot, and this one is pretty tight. Maybe we have a shared Golden Boot. It could be between Bongega Gamede and Phyllisile Ndlovu from Young Buffaloes. A defensive midfielder, taking this, but she'll have to share it with the Phyllisile Ndlovu of Young Buffaloes. That's Bongeka Kamede. She had a fantastic tournament, is Bongeka Kamede, leading from the back. Her experience coming to the fold, having to dig deep in moments when they needed her, but a fantastic effort by Bongeka Kamede. They call her the Pitbull here in Malawi, and didn't she lead with great responsibility? Well, it's almost a clean sweep on the individual awards for UWC. Player of the tournament goes to Keitumetse Doba Sitebe of Gaborone United. Doba, who was fantastic in this tournament. She's definitely leaving not empty-handed. A talented attacker, tactically solid. That is Keitumetse Ditebe. Keitumetse walks away with player of the tournament.
It's now time for our silver medalists. Gaborone United please.
The silver medalists go to Gaborone United, led by Ontlametse, who had a very quiet tournament. Ontlametse leading a team. Good to see Mochawe also contributing, taking a fantastic penalty, receiving the silver medalists. And one can only but congratulate this team for effort, determination and character. Chama, the player who would want to keep her head in the ground for missing the final penalty, will definitely want to improve, and will be back next season. One thing is for certain, Modise, who got the goal that brought them into the final stages, that is Modise. She was denied, she was put in the pocket. Moloi, there's the goalkeeper, Camelo Peresi, who has got her head down, but soldiered on no matter how difficult the circumstances were. And the flag of Botswana draped proudly around the coaches and the technical team as Gaborone United go into a huddle, deserving of their medals. And it's time to get ready for UWC, led by their captain for this match was Amogelang Mutau. She leads the championship. They follow Mamelodi Sundowns to the CAF Women's Champion League as they take the trophy. A new name is engraved on that trophy, and that belongs to UWC. Our winners of 2024, UWC, deserving a close encounter. Receiving the God of Honor. This time they are led by Knox. Nokolo Pesana, they call her Kalulu. Absolutely impressive tournament. Got 2 goals in this tournament. A smile on the face. Workaholic. Nondumiso Manengela. It had to take a polished performance. It had to take a determined Lonatemba Mtembo, Lonatemba Mhlongo to diffuse every attack. Bessie contributing, Tiffany Gorky coming in, and Mike Kabadza, Figile Magama. What a tournament she had. Koketso KK, Mama Bolo. Celebrations will go into the night. The coach substituting at the right moment, Sibulelo Holweni, no Mtandazo and Ndlovu receiving their gold medals. Congratulations to UWC for the effort, for the style, for the finesse, for the football displayed throughout this tournament. We can only but salute the champions. Tina Sonkembuli, another championship performance, recently winning the tournament against the university. She's making this a habit, absolutely deserving and celebrating. She doesn't normally give you a smile, but here she is giving you a smile. Bongega Gamede is ready to flight to lift that trophy. When you're looking at the journey of UWC, 1-0 Green Buffaloes, 3-0 FC Ongos, 2-1 Herentials, 6-0 Young Buffaloes, and 9-8 to UWC in the penalties. 2021, it was Mamelodi Sundowns in KZN. 2022, in a penalty shootout, it was Green Buffaloes. They pushed Mamelodi Sundowns right up to the letter. And in 2023, a repeat of 2021, 10 days, 8 teams, a wonderful crowd, a great production team, 39 goals in total, and we continued to see the beauty, the pleasure of the penalty shootout, and the trophy being awarded to Amukelang Motau. 2024 champions, Mamelodi Sundowns. Congratulations to a team deserving. The captain of the side is UWC, being followed as Mamelodi Sundowns have made sure that this trophy stays in South Africa. UWC get to celebrate the moment. Amogelang Motau is ready to celebrate 2021 Sundowns, 2022 Green Buffaloes, 2023 Sundowns, 2024 UWC, and congratulations, champions of the COSAFA 2024 goes to UWC. They came, they fought, and they conquered. They went to sleep in fine style. UWC have closed the curtain. They've brought down the curtain of a beautiful tournament out in Malawi. Thank you, Malawi. Zikomo, what a fantastic tournament. To the people of Malawi, we say Zikona, Zikona Pambiri. And from the production team to everyone out there, it couldn't have been done without the support. We want to say farewell to you, and to you. And thank you for being with us throughout. This moment is a moment to cherish. Sibulelo Holweni carries high the trophy, and in celebration for this moment, it will always be remembered. A team that was the team of the tournament that had to take a loss to dig deep and get the best out of this team. Congratulations, Mamelodi Sundowns. South Africa is proud. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Malawi. Zikona Pambiri.